Test, test, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? You can hear me?
Can you hear me now?
I can, actually. It sounds really good. I think,
good.
yeah, look at that.
All right. I'm going to ask Dave a question here as soon as he's ready for me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TurkPride.tv for tonight's homecoming matchup between the Sultan Turks and the visiting Falcons of South Whidbey High School. My name is Dan Ballard. I'm your host, joined as always by my illustrious co-host, Brian. I once scored 4 touchdowns in a single game in high school, Atkinson. Brian, how are you tonight?
Well, what they don't tell you is that those 4 touchdowns was when I was in high school, was against an elementary school team.
Oh, wow.
But, you know.
Don't ruin a good story with the facts, Brian, okay? Just don't ever go there. But anyway.
And when they found out that I was actually in high school, they kicked me out of the league. But hey.
Hey, anyway, that's all right.
No, guys, I just want you to know that really did not happen. And no, I did not score 4 touchdowns in one game. It was 5.
It was 5. That's all right. And you don't sell women's shoes, right?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
Okay. All right. Well, it's enough fun and frivolity. Let's talk about the game tonight, Brian. We got 2 teams coming in here looking for some the Turks looking for some home cooking and trying to get things get the ship righted back. They've been now on a 3-game tough skid. You know, started out real strong, and then the last 3 games haven't gone the Turks' way. So they're looking to rebound tonight.
You know, I watched the game at Granite Falls, and that was a great game, by the way. Mm-hmm. And you know, things just didn't go our way, and a couple of things needed to go our way. And that quarterback from Granite Falls was everything he was advertised to be.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. He's definitely a one to watch.
And then, of course, you know, we had the Kings game here,
the juggernaut that came in.
Which we will not even talk about because it's over and said and done with.
Yeah. And
then, of course, we went down to Cedar Park Christian last week, and it was a 23-17 or
10 or 17. Yeah,
it was one score at the end.
Relatively close game, yeah.
But we were, you know, and if anybody from Cedar Park Christian is watching, I am sorry, but we were the better team. They executed better than we did, And I think we have some injuries that we're dealing with, and our athletes were not at top form.
Okay. All right.
While I don't like to talk about injuries, on the air and next man up, I really think we were hobbled a little bit by some injuries.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like I said, Turks started out very strong this season, bolted out to an undefeated record, and then like I said, for the last 3 games, things just haven't gone their way. So they're looking to get things headed in the right direction here. And what a better night to do it than homecoming, right? You got to do it on homecoming.
Well, we have our game this week against
South Whidbey.
South Whidbey, and then I believe Kamaikan?
No, Clahoya.
Clahoya is coming in.
Clahoya is coming in. That's senior night. That's a week from tonight. On the
20th. A week from tonight. Now that'll be our last home game.
Game of the season.
And that is our last game of the year so far.
I thought we have one more after that. We'll check the schedule here later on this evening.
All right, we're going to go with our
national anthem.
National anthem.
All right, our national anthem, courtesy of the Sultan High School Marching Band, on the direction of Ms. Jill Sumter. So, yeah, we're coming into tonight's game. Turks looking to get well on some home cooking here, and we're just about ready for kickoff. And stay with us. I think we're going to have our homecoming royalty also at halftime tonight. So we'll make you aware of the folks that are our royalty here for homecoming 2023. All right. So, Brian, you're monitoring the chat tonight. Is that correct?
I haven't got it up yet, but
you got your hands full. You've got the instant replay, the chat.
You're
just a
we're working on that.
multitasking.
We're working on the instant replay. Hopefully, one of these days we'll be able to run it back and put it on the air for everybody.
If anybody can do it, Brian, it's you. If anybody.
No, I'm not in charge. I'm not in charge of that.
Oh, okay. So. All right. The teams have lined up out on the field. Turks are going to kick off. South Whidbey will be receiving. South Whidbey will be defending the east goal here at Sultan High School. The field runs pretty much parallel east and west, so on your left side will be the east goal.
Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up here.
It
Looks
is.
like the Turks are going to Turks are kicking off to the Falcons.
Yes, they are. So we are just about underway here
and
for
as
homecoming.
the game goes on, I do have some blast to the past homecoming highlights for you from teams in the past and things like that. So it'd be really some really good stuff going on tonight.
And bounces and picks it up on a hop there and gives the Turks time to converge and tackle him.
All right, so the
no
big
gain.
question is, what is the Falcons' record coming in? I believe they're pretty close to the same record that the Turks have.
Yeah, both the teams, like I said, are kind of struggling. They're basically within the Emerald Sound Conference. There's kind of 2 tiers. We've got the upper tier, which is Kings and Granite Falls, and then we have the Turks and Turks in South Whidbey, and then Cedar Park's kind of in between there. So Turks, while they have an impressive overall record, conference record thus far, still looking for that first conference win here tonight. They're 0-3 in conference play so far.
We've got, looks like we're coming up with now, who's number 20 for the Turks? I believe number 20 is none other than Landon Bauer Gailey. He's going to be out there playing the left corner today. I've missed having him out there. And over on the other side, on the other corner, we have number 7, Turk Pride's pride, Keegan Arnold.
Keegan Arnold. There you go. Keegan Arnold.
He comes and does basketball games.
5'9", 150-pound wide receiver. Yeah. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
1st and 15, they had a procedure penalty to start off with.
You are correct. My apologies there.
So, yeah.
1st and 15 for the Falcons. Turks wearing their light Columbia blue tops with the dark bottoms, and the Falcons wearing their navy bottoms and the white tops.
Jerseys. I love these jerseys.
Because we can see the numbers, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Us old guys like it. When
we do. Numbers. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Quarterback keeper by design and sniffed out quickly and dropped for a loss there by the Turks. Nice job by the
Hayden Murphy. You could see him just getting ready to be shot out of a cannon over there.
Yeah, defensive end came in and did a nice job in getting that sack.
I'm going to flag that.
That brings up 2nd and 17.
Once again, they're going with 3 backers, but wow, look at that. And then he's going to pass.
Over the middle and incomplete. Just a little high, intended for number 2. That's Bryson Taylor, incomplete.
Bryson Taylor is a freshman. Wow. They don't give us the height and the weights on there, but he's he looks fast.
Yeah, I see a number of freshmen on the squad there. Falcons step up.
So this is, another long-time rival, long time in the same league, tied at the hip, just like Granite Falls. Oh, he is so
wide open. That was a missed coverage there, Brian, and nobody's going to catch him, and that's going to be a long touchdown for the Falcons. Just that quick.
Micah Gathings gets he is another freshman. He gets that ball. There was nobody even close
Not even
to him.
close.
I need to see.
Yeah,
I'm going to watch this one.
That was a broken coverage there. Somebody just a miscommunication.
Oh, yeah, that was. I'm going to pull that back.
Yeah, you do not get that open unless the defense just had a lack of communication there. So,
well, I tell you, I think one of the
Falcons put 6 on the board here. PAT upcoming.
Let's see, where did he come? Okay. He came right out of the slot.
Yeah, he sure did.
And he was let go by the linebacker, and the safety was up. We had 3 guys going after 1 receiver, and he was wide open.
Yeah, he was wide open. Once he broke past that second tier, he was wide open.
So 1 guy pulled 3 of them.
PAT, and looks like we got somebody maybe encroachment on the defense. Okay, so that'll move it half the distance to the goal, and now the extra point will be even from the an even shorter attempt.
So the quarterback for, of course, is Cody Redford, and he is I don't remember who is out there at quarterback for him. I'll have to get that next time through, but I believe it was Cody Redford.
Yeah, well, like I said, the score was so quick. They've got 3 quarterbacks listed on their roster. Number 10, Ryan Ferguson. Number 17, Nathan Knox. And number 3, Cody Redford. All right, so just that quick, Brian. Less than a minute expired here in the first.
That was not something that we have seen happen with the Turks this year.
No, that was definitely.
We've seen great throws go over the top, and we've seen guys get beat, but we have never seen them blown coverage like that.
When you're that receiver and you're that wide open, man, you got to just be so nervous. It's like, I can't drop this ball. I am just so wide open. And sometimes those are the hardest catches to make when you're just out there all by yourself.
Well, he made it, and he was gone.
He did, and 6-0, or excuse me, PAT. We got 8-0 now for the Falcons, or 6-0. Excuse me. PAT upcoming.
So we got our Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up.
All right. Brian, you monitoring the chat over there and keeping track? I know you're just multitasking.
I have the chat open. I don't see anybody
No, nothing in the chat. How many?
Nothing.
How many we got joining us here tonight, Brian?
We're at 44 people right now.
44 people. Well, welcome one and all here to TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan athletics.
I got my monitor with the game on, and I got my chat room, and I got my replays.
Are you watching baseball playoffs too at the same time?
I was very disappointed at the end of that one tonight.
All right, and the kick is up, fairly short, fielded cleanly by the Turks. Makes some progress, and we could have looked like almost a face mask, but I do not see a penalty.
There's no laundry on the play, but that Junior Vargas there, number 15, Julio Vargas with the return there.
All right, and we're going to get first opportunity to see the Turks on offense here, 10:57, remaining here in the first, with the Turks trailing early on that quick strike.
Now, next week we're going to have Chloe in here. We're going to have senior night, when we can definitely talk about all of our great seniors here.
And that is great. You know, you really look to senior night. It is a lot of fun. First and 10 from the 31-yard line. Shotgun formation. Vargas comes in motion across. Handoff up the middle. And bolting forward. Was that Van Pelt or was that?
No, that was none other than the Feltner Express.
Mr. Feltner, okay. Couldn't quite see there. Derek Feltner. All right, just one other game tonight in the Emerald Sound Conference, and it's a big one, Brian. It's going to be Granite Falls versus Kings. That's for first place tonight. Both teams coming in undefeated in conference play.
Shall I go out on a limb and say that Kings is going to win by 4 scores?
By 4? Do you think by 4 scores?
4 scores. I'm going to give it a 44-7 score.
Okay, all right. We'll keep an eye on that. It's 0-0 in the first. That game is taking place in Shoreline at Kings home field tonight. But two undefeated teams in conference play going at it. Handoff over the right side. And busting forward, that's Feltner again. Boy, he is a workhorse, Brian, for this team. He has definitely carried the load this season for the Turks. He has been the one dependable person that you can go to week in and week out.
So 3rd and 2 coming up. We got 44 people in the chat room. I got our first hashtag Turks First. Thank you, Julie. Julie's always there watching and supporting the Turks.
That's right.
She's not here working at the stadium, but appreciate all of our regulars and everybody and anybody from Whidbey Island that's watching here tonight. Welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, I can imagine this is probably very convenient for them, not having to fight the ferry coming over here tonight, and hopefully they join us.
There he goes. Van Pelt. He is going to be good for a Turk first down.
First down, tackled by number 3. That's Cody Redford on the play. Redford comes up from, looks like a safety position to make that play. So nice play by that young man. And yes, 1st and 10. So Turks getting a little bit of a sustained drive going here. Again, that's good to see them be able to hold on to some time of possession after that quick strike by the Falcons on their opening possession this evening.
I have zero problem if we just keep running and running and running until they show they can stop it.
Run till the cows come home.
But instead, he's going to roll.
And that's incomplete.
He just wasn't able to get set. There was a linebacker blitzing in the backfield or a defensive end, and that makes it hard to complete those throws on the run like that.
Yeah. All right, it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 45.
If we ever get in a punting situation, I'll tell you my thoughts on punting. You probably know what they are anyway.
Yeah, yes, we refer to that affectionately as adventures in punting, right? Hand off to Feltner over right tackle, plunges forward and gains a few yards. Brian, we have a quick update already. Granite Falls Kings jumps out to a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. So your prediction's looking good so far.
I only need 3 more scores.
Kings is out 6-0 already early on. 7 minutes to go in the first.
I'm sure they just haven't kicked the extra point yet.
And again, that's a battle between there's the extra point. Now it is 7-0. All right, that's a battle between two teams. Kings coming in at 7-0 and Granite Falls at 6-1. So that is the game of the week in the Emerald Sound Conference. But we're focused here on, fortunately, I should say, on the Turks and the Falcons.
They're going to throw out of this.
Yeah, this definitely looks like high snap, but no, it's off his
on the ground.
handle.
That's going to be it.
That just didn't look good right from the get-go there, Brian. It just was a high snap, and then it was just kind of bobbled and didn't go well. And turnover by the Turks to the Falcons, just about at the mid stripe. It's going to be just slightly into Turk
I'll tell you, that's
Turk territory.
That's too bad.
Yeah, high snap, and then just a mishandled, and the ball fumbled forward and recovered by the Falcons. So the Turks start sustaining a drive, but are unable to finish and turn the ball over at midfield to South Whidbey. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 2 left, handoff to single setback, breaks over, cuts back, still on his feet, and dropped after a decent gain. That's number 20. That's Maddox Smith Hecox. Maddox Smith Hecox, running back senior. And again, as Brian had mentioned, we want to welcome all that are joining us from South Whidbey. If you weren't able to make the journey across the water, we are welcome here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Handoff again to number 20. Smith Hecox up the middle for a short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Just a little bit. This is 3rd and 2 coming up.
Yeah, this Turks looking for a defensive stand here.
And they get it, but then they're not going to go for it here. They'll go for it.
And that's Hecox again, number 20. So he definitely has been a significant part of this drive here by the Falcons.
We got somebody watching from Kentucky tonight. Welcome to the broadcast,
Someone
Drake.
from Kentucky. Wow. All right, here we go. And you are right, Brian. They are going to go 4th and 1 here.
I wonder if they're going to do the brotherly shove here.
Yeah, the shove, the Philly shove. That's become very popular.
We'll just call it the brotherly shove.
Yeah, the brother. Yeah, I like that.
They call it something else also.
They do, yeah. Philly's made it popular this year. So, okay, timeout. South Whidbey. So they're going to think about it, Brian.
They're not going to think about it. They're just going to let their linemen rest a little bit before they go do it.
Yeah, no, you're correct. Yeah, it's like, okay, guys, the 2 running backs, as soon as your quarterback gets the ball, you just slam him in the back and just push forward, basically, is what you do.
And nobody does it better than the Philadelphia Eagles.
They sure, I know, and they can get like 5 yards. I mean, it's just turns into it looks like a rugby scrum out there or something.
And it's just amazing, But of course, Jalen Hurts, he helps.
Yeah, he's very athletic quarterback. But anyway, interesting, some of the parodies, talking about the NFL, some of the parody. Both San Francisco and Philadelphia lose last week. San Francisco losing to a very surprising Cleveland team. They've got just an amazing defense at Cleveland.
Well, yeah, and, and P.J. Walker was the quarterback, and P.J. Walker was the 3rd-string quarterback for the 49ers that had to go in and play in the NFC Championship
That's right,
game
last year. That is correct.
And, and he got the start over the UCLA rookie that came in, and he was supposed to be all of that in a bag of chips. And P.J. Walker went out and says, "No, I got this." And he went out and he got it.
He did. All right.
Now it helped that that the 49ers lost all their stars.
Yeah, injuries. McCaffrey went out and so forth.
Yep, the brotherly shove, and they're going to get it.
And I think they're going to get it. So. But yeah, some of the things early on in this NFL season, Miami, you gotta love watching Miami and the offense that they've shown, and that team is very exciting to watch. How they can put points on the board.
Yeah, they put 70 on Denver.
Yeah,
That was just amazing.
Yeah, well,
All right,
but it was Denver. But
let's
Denver,
talk about our Turks here.
Yeah, exactly. We're back to 1st and 10 now for South
Redford,
Whidbey.
of course, is in at quarterback. There he goes around the end.
And off on the right side.
Number 34, Connor Bartell. Another.
So other than the big strike on the pass, Brian, both teams look like they're really content to run the ball so far early here in the first quarter.
The Falcons had to throw because they were way back there, and they wanted to get out from under their own end zone.
Yes. Handoff on the left side, number 34.
That's not going to go anywhere. That's almost a loss.
Connor Bartell on the carry. Dropped for a loss of yardage. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6 from the 34-yard line.
So, okay, so now a big, we're in 4-down territory anyway. I don't picture anybody punting from their own 40. Yes, at the high school level, I know I wouldn't. Even if it was 4th and 15, I'm like, if my defense can't hold you, then my defense
even on Madden.
Even on, but no, I didn't punt on Madden.
Never. Go for it. 4th and 25. We're going for it. All right. Quarterback rolls to his right, looking, drops it in, and caught.
And that's going to be good for a first down.
I think it's going to be very close. I guess it is going to be a first down. So a nice pickup there by the Falcons, and they keep this drive alive. Going to be 1st and 10, and we'll get a new spot here. It looks like it's going to be just outside about the 26-yard line, 27-yard line. 1st and 10, South Whidbey.
No, they may, in the play action, the Turks are going to be really susceptible to the play action here now because of the fact that they've been running the ball so effectively.
We've got a whistle.
It's a procedure penalty.
Illegal procedure.
Against
the Falcons.
Yep.
All right, that'll move back 5, and then we'll replay that down.
Well, we're only at 54 people watching, and I'm one of them. But you know what? We'll get there as the game goes on.
Well, a couple of them that I'd like to recognize, Brian, my mother, Carol, and my Aunt Karen from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, are watching tonight, listening, watching. So, Mom and Annie Kay, say hi to you. And my Aunt Marcia and Uncle Leon in Sunnyvale, California.
And
should be joining us tonight as well.
So never so glad to see you.
Shout out to them.
I was never so glad to see you as was tonight. He's going to be back to pass, and he gets the slant, and he beats him around the end.
He does, and that's caught by number 7. It looks like Andrew Fundak, wide receiver senior, makes that play, and it's going to move the chains, Brian. So South Whidbey continuing to just move down the field here.
Let's see who he beat here. Yep. Our corners, you've got to quarterback keeper, and he's going to get down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, inside the 5 looks like, again, keeper by number 3, Cody Redford. He is the junior quarterback for the Falcons.
Now, it was just several years ago that they played an independent. South Whidbey didn't play in the league. They just did an independent.
They took a year kind of off just to kind of rebuild their program. Yeah,
he's going around the end, Redford, and he's going to go in for the touchdown.
And he scores. But yes, South Whidbey really had some, as I understood, just really didn't have a lot of athletes turning out, and they wanted to just take a year off and try to rebuild that program. And but they are back, and so far jumping out to now a 14-0 lead. Here's still 3:46 remaining in the first period.
They're going to kick this instead of go for 2.
Go for the.
A big thanks to all of our broadcast club members that are here tonight doing the producing and doing the camera work, and a lot of these kids, this is their first time on a camera.
Yeah,
and
they're doing a great job.
It's evolved so much over the years.
And I think last time you came up with a very well-deserved idea of making them our TurkPride.tv players of the game.
Oh, they were amazing.
last time. Yeah. So,
They were amazing.
we want to recognize good work that they do behind the scenes, the unsung heroes of bringing this broadcast to you.
As a player, I wouldn't want to be recognized after the loss that we suffered last time on our own field.
It's tough. It is tough. Brian, we have an update in the Kings Granite Falls. You're looking like a hero, 14-0. 14-0 Kings, less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Again, that game is taking place at Kings High School in North Seattle.
If I had $1,000, I would bet $1,000 Kings is going to win the state title this year.
Really? Okay.
They're that good.
Yeah, no, they were. I was very impressed with them. They're definitely have some.
They're the best team, 1A team that I have seen on a field in, I believe, 10 years.
Wow. Yeah, they were very impressive when we saw them last. All right. And it's time for a kickoff here. Number 19 for the Falcons, Chase Larson. He is a senior, is going to be kicking off. You got a nice crowd assembled here tonight at Sultan High School for recognition celebration of homecoming 2023. And the left-footed kicker kicks off, and looks like it's Vargas fielding, coming up with a head of steam. Still on his feet. And still on his feet. And finally dropped.
Close to the 30-yard line.
All right. Good return by Vargas. As we had said, 1 week from tonight, it's going to be senior night on the 27th against La Jolla. Home game here. We'll be there. We'll be here. I should say there. We will be here. Brian, you'll be here next Friday night?
I'll be here.
You'll be here? Okay, good. I'll be here too. We'll all be here. Hail, hail, the gang's all here, right? Next Friday night.
And actually, I have a broadcast, not a broadcasting gig. I have an announcing gig at the Lake Stevens Bull Trout Regatta next Saturday morning. For crew rowing.
Okay. Hold that thought. I want to know more about how you're going to MC and broadcast that.
I have no idea, by the way.
We made in jest, we came up with a few years ago, TurkPride.tv 2, which we were going to use for the more obscure, type sports like, you've seen Dodgeball, right? The movie Dodgeball. ESPN 8, the Ocho, the extreme sports. That might qualify, doing emceeing for the regatta might be under extreme sports.
The TurkPride.tv found a way to do cross-country meets without doing a drone in the air.
Yeah.
And it's strategically placed cameras, but it works.
2nd and 8 for the Turks. Vargas is in motion, drop back to pass. Over the middle, caught by Murphy and dropped immediately, but is dropped at the 40-yard line.
That should be good for a first down.
Should be, yeah. I think he's just enough for the first down. And, yes, they're going to move the sticks. 1st and 10 for the Turks.
We don't do that enough.
Don't do what enough?
Throw it to number 9.
Yeah, just a nice little... Just kind of dumped it out there in the flat.
Well,
Murphy used
the Falcons are fired up, and they are ready to go.
Well, yeah, they've jumped out to a nice lead here in the first. Turks need to get a drive sustained and get back into this game.
I am perfectly fine with running 2 or 3 plays and then throwing every once in a while. So what's got to happen here is the Turks need to go out and score and then hold them, and then everything's going to be all right.
I think the Turks, this is an important drive for them to get something here, end of the first part of the second quarter to get back in this game. They do not want to go down by 3 scores. They want to keep this at least, a 2-score or less game.
We're already up to 62 people.
Welcome one and all here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Hand off. There's Feltner. And breaking to the right side.
He's going to
go
go around.
Corner. Still on his feet. And finally knocked out of bounds at about the 23-yard line, it looks like. So nice gain there for Mr. Feltner.
I could see the dilemma going on with Feltner, wanting to run over the guy or run out of bounds.
Right.
And his initial reaction is, I'm going to run the guy over. But it is the first quarter. So
he did a nice job in keeping himself in bounds and gaining probably another additional 10 yards as he kind of
Because me, I'd have just hit him and probably gained 10 yards less. Of course, I wasn't very fast.
but you did score 4 touchdowns in one game. So
It was 5.
okay, 5. Murphy in motion, drop back to pass, and it's going to go over to Murphy. So nice play. Murphy goes in motion and kind of does a little drag route out into the flat and catches the ball. Very similar to the play that happened just a minute ago.
Like I said, I want us to do that more.
So the Turks got a nice drive going here. They definitely want to keep this going, turn this into some points, get themselves right back into this game, Brian.
Well, we got a minute left to go here in the first period. Well, the defense is going to have to figure out a way to stop them.
All right, a little misdirection play there. Didn't really do a whole lot.
Yeah, Van Pelt didn't get to go very far on that.
Yeah, stopped by the interior line of the Falcons.
Well, Landon's back. I don't think we're going to kick a field goal. I know he can hit it from there.
That would be a hefty field goal from where it's at right now. Definitely would like to get at least 10 yards closer.
Well, 10 yards gives us a first down, so let's do that.
Well, that's true. We'll take the first down. We'll take the first down. That's true. If we do get 10 yards, then you're right. We'll take the first down.
All right, so he's going to probably go in motion twice here. No, probably not. I'm going to give the ball to Derek up the middle again here. Nope, there's 3 linebackers there. But they're going to – nope, they did it anyway. He goes around, and he's going to be close to the first down. And that's going to be good for a Turk first down.
Yep. Yeah, they run that play. Oh, we got a late penalty.
Against the Turks.
By the back judge there, standing in the end zone. So he saw something that he didn't like.
Well, let's see now. There's probably a late hit against them. Let's see what he says here. They were congratulating or consoling one of their players, so they're trying to figure out what the ending was.
Yeah, we got a little conversation out there between our officiating staff. So
I'm hoping they just pick it up.
Pick it up. Check of the Max Prep scoreboard shows us no change in the score. Kings versus Granite Falls. Kings up 14-0 in the second quarter. Those are the only our game here tonight, and that game are the only 2 games going on in the Emerald Sound Conference.
And it's going to be against the Turks.
Okay. Cedar Park plays tomorrow. So.
No. Yep, it's against the Turks.
Yeah, it's got to march them back. So they saw something they didn't like. Maybe.
That's going to be the 15-yard variety, probably. Nope, they gave him the first down. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but they gave him the first down. And, so because it's a dead ball foul, they gave him the first down.
About 20.
It's a personal foul variety. So that's what happens is that.
Okay, now they're waving the sticks back.
No, the sticks have got to stay where they are.
No, the umpire on the sideline is waving them to come back.
Okay, so now
it's going to be 1st and 10, but it moved back by 10 yards.
We got the first down, but it's 1st and 10. Okay, wow. High school rules for you.
That was interesting. So the ball is going to be back at the 30-yard line, it looks like now. Yeah. Wow. It's 1st and 10, but it's going to be placed at the 30, and we're going to have a timeout here. So
it's time. It's time to make a timeout.
Time to make a timeout. Time to, Brian. Do we have some of our fine sponsors? Do we have our sheets on our fine sponsors here tonight?
Well, now would be a really good time to talk about the 1980 Turk football team that was 7-2, and for the 9-game season, all 7 wins were by shutouts.
Wow.
The team was shut out in the first round of the state playoffs, unfortunately. 50 years ago, the homecoming queen was Joyce Kossian, and her escort was John Rasmussen. That was 50 years ago.
Wow.
1972, Hall of Fame team season. It's a WIAA Hall of Fame team. Mm-hmm. Season. The homecoming queen was Kathy Simon, escorted by Randy Carberry. That is from my crack researcher. That brings you
great stuff. I mean, that
brings me lots and lots of really good
that's
stuff.
Really good stuff.
I'm going to give a shout out to, and there you go. You've got some graphics here from past.
Yeah, look at those. Those are
This is
yearbook,
the
it must be
yearbook from
yearbook
that year.
photos. Yeah, yearbook photos. Like 1980, or is that from 72?
I believe that was 1980.
That looks like
This is
1980s.
1980s Turk yearbook.
There you go. Wow.
So, that's
1980s.
amazing.
That's right back in my heyday. Class of 83 right here. You know, also the 1980s. That's good stuff right there.
You're making yourself really old, Dan.
It's because I am, Brian. Like I said,
now,
I'm 1 year away from the first digit being a 6.
Well, and since since I am definitely somebody that likes to paint myself in a bad light. I should have graduated in '86, but I liked 7th grade so much I did it twice.
Really? Wow. Okay.
That's a story for another day.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say the Seattle School District was not very kind to me.
Is that when you were a Ballard Beeve?
No, that was when I was in middle school.
In middle school. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I know I get this, but I mean, hand off on the right-hand side, stutter step. Oh, nice breaks the tackle there. Still on his feet.
He's still going.
Oh, get inside the 10-yard line.
Now, that is not – patience is not something that Van Pelt has run with a lot of this year.
Right. He just kind of stopped and started and stopped and started. And
that is the first time that I have seen the evolution of patience, and he's always had the good wiggle. Mm-hmm. He's always had the speed on the outside and the change up back to Derek Feltner.
Right.
But he had patience on that, and he had a little wiggle to get down the sideline. That was really nice.
There we go. All right, but then... Okay, well, we've got a penalty against the Turks, Brian, because they're marching way, 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 way back.
Well, I tell
goodness.
you what, hashtag Turks first. It's bad enough that we have to play the Falcons today, but we have to play the officials too.
Wow, the ball moves clear back to the 43-yard line. Goodness gracious. All right.
Did I say that out loud, by the way?
You did say that out loud. You thought you had just thought it internally, but it actually came out of your mouth and over the airwaves to all of our, how many viewers? 75?
63 right
63.
now. I will apologize only if you're a Snohomish County official.
That's right. Oh, we got another penalty.
Again. There it goes again, and that was a penalty right there, and that's going to be another hold.
Yeah, official had a really good view of it. So Turks are really hurting themselves here.
Either we're really doing something wrong, or they're getting baited into doing it. Yeah, it could be, hey, if he hits you, drag him down on top of you, or I'm not saying the Falcons are playing dirty, because they're not. But I am saying that something is going on the line right now that the Turks have got to fix.
Right. Yeah, that they've, whether it's just they're retaliating for something that they feel is happening to them.
I'm going to watch this play again on my replay here. Oh, I missed it. Here, let me.
Thank you. How much was it? $2.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so the Turks are now backed up across the 50-yard line. They're back to their own 47, and it is first and 24. So first in a whole long ways.
Well, you're going to need to run this here.
Hand off up the middle to Feltner, and so he makes it right to the midfield stripe. Brian, we have an update in the Kings Granite Falls game.
Let's hear it.
Kings 14, Granite Falls 7. Granite Falls got a score. They've come within one. Okay. Now, you said what, 3 touchdowns? 4 touchdowns? How many did you say they were going to win by?
4.
4. Boy, I don't know. We got less than 9 minutes to go in the second period there. Kings and Granite Falls will continue to get you. That's the only other game that is going on in the Emerald Sound Conference tonight, besides the one that you're enjoying right here between the Turks and the Falcons. Yeah, Cedar Park will play tomorrow night.
I bet you it's a touchdown pass by that quarterback.
Could be. I'm just looking on the Max Prep scoreboard.
You're going to throw that.
And he scrambles, still on his feet, and jumps out.
Get rid of the ball quicker.
Loss of yardage on the play. So now it is 3rd and 31.
All I can tell you is you gotta throw the ball and see if you can get into field goal range here, because
Now we got to remember, Brian. This Van Pelt had it down inside the 5-yard line. We are now back over the 50 at the opposite side of the 50. And that's just an amazing turn of events here.
We have no yardage on offense.
I would say our yardage is probably negative at this point if we hadn't looked at the totals.
And it's not because we can't run the ball and because we're not doing good things there. It's because of the penalties.
Penalties. Just negating all of the positive yards that Feltner and Murphy basically have compiled. All the offensive yards have just been negated because of the mistakes and the penalties.
It's too bad we can't have robo-umps in football. Did I say that out loud?
You did. You're not going to get your... Oh, and it's caught.
He got on his knee. He was on his knee when he...
It was deflected. It was deflected, actually, and the other Turk caught the ball off of the deflection, but he did go down on a knee, so he is down. And it's going to be 4th and 25. So we're looking adventures in punting here, Brian, 4th and 25?
I'm punting.
Yeah, I think
I don't really talk about it. You know how I feel about punting, but 4th and 25?
Yeah. Down by 2 scores, 4th and 25, you need to punt here. But we're going to have a timeout, and they're going to talk about it. But we will come back here to action.
All they have to do is put, they can rush 3 and put as many people on the, 25 yards deep as they want.
So we'll see if we do actually punt here, but I would think, Brian, being down by 2 scores, 4th and that long, I really don't see a reason not to punt here and try to pin the Falcons.
Even
deep.
4th and 15, I would think I could get a play.
But 4th and 27?
Yeah, that's
a little.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even throw the ball that far anymore. I used to be able to.
Now, in Madden, though, you'd probably go, right?
I would go for it.
You'd go for it. 4th and 27, no big deal, no problem.
You guys hear me talk about Madden football, which is, of course, a video game.
Yes.
But it's football, and it's been around for 25 years. And
I know. That's amazing.
And at one time, I was ranked in the top 1,000 in the world head-to-head. Now, mind you, it was 4 years earlier version that I was still playing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And there was only 12-year-olds that couldn't afford to get the game.
Get the most current version, right? Oh, they're going to go here, Brian. It's like and was that Vargas on the reverse?
Vargas on the reverse.
And he's dropped well short of the first down. So the Turks turn it over on downs to the Falcons.
And even that, I'm not upset because you know what? You got to stop them.
Yeah, I mean, you give it to probably your most electric player, Vargas, and just kind of get him in some open space and give him a chance to do what he does best, but to get a few yards, but not near enough to get a first down.
And now you are so susceptible to the play action, and.
All right, yes, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 36 for the Falcons. They still hold a 15-0 lead here. 9 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Now, I don't picture them throwing the ball here, but they're going to probably run the ball to the left. Nope, they're going to run it to the right. He's going to go around the side. Boom.
All right, run by number 21. I think it's Braden Barker. Unless I have my numbers wrong.
And you have to, that was number 20.
20, sorry.
You're going to have to run blitz. You're going to have to, take your linebackers or you're
just going to have to try some, just going to have to try to shake it up.
You have to
create a turnover.
Create a stop or a turnover here.
Yep, something to shake things up a bit. And you're just going to have to roll the dice, do some
blitzing. Darn those Falcons playing well today, darn it.
Yeah.
He's going to be just short.
It's going to be right at the 45-yard line stopped. And it's going to bring
just so you know, when we do these games, South Whidbey, those Falcons fans, they know we're here on TurkPride.tv, and they usually have a very big contingent. So they know we're here.
So, yes, we do. Again, all are welcome here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics.
But just so you know, my middle name is Homer.
Oh. Handoff up the middle, breaks over to the left side, and almost just shy of the midfield stripe. That's number 3, Redford.
I think that's going to be good for a first
And
down.
it is. It's going to move the sticks there, 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
This is my second game of the day.
I understand that. I understand that and we'll catch this next play here, and we'll give you a chance to let us know what you were doing this afternoon.
It's so much fun.
Handoff, left side. Oh, nice play coming up strong. Corner makes a nice unassisted play.
That's Mr. Electric, Junior Vargas.
That's Vargas coming up from that corner spot and making a nice open field tackle. So do tell, Brian, what did you do this afternoon?
I called the middle school game here.
So there was a middle school game, Sultan and South Whidbey.
Well, it was Sultan and Langley, but yeah, it was the middle school game.
Right.
It was the Cougars.
Langley middle school,
I kept calling them the Falcons in the first quarter.
Oh, but they're called the what? The Cougars?
They're called the Cougars.
The Cougars, okay.
He's going to, what a nice pass. Oh, my gosh. I was even fooled.
Yeah, I was kind of lost sight of the ball there, but a nice play. And that's going to be a first down. It's going to put the ball just inside the 40-yard line.
Connor Bartel again. Now, I told you, because of the way that the Falcons are able to run the ball, they're now susceptible to the play action. And
opens up the pass.
And while I didn't see a lot of fakes there might have been. I don't remember for sure. But the Turks are so geared up on stopping the run that they're susceptible to that.
All right, 1st and 10.
And if I'm the Falcons, I'm going deep on this one. I have man-to-man coverage. Nope.
Well, quarterback keeper. And nice gain there. Nice scamper by number 3, Cody Redford, the quarterback. Redford again, the junior. He's done a nice job both throwing and running the ball tonight. So, yeah, just point of clarification. So you broadcast the middle school game. For those that don't know, South Whidbey High School is actually located in Langley, in the city of Langley. So, but it's at the south end of Whidbey Island. Handoff over the left side, and nice stop by the Turks D-line, but he continues to push forward. Short gain. He's going to be very close, Brian, depending on the spot. I think we're going to have 3rd and less than 1.
It depends on, left foot, right foot spot and the way the things
just
have been going.
just short. It's going to be about a half a yard short. 3rd and about a half a yard. Handoff and breaks through. It's going to be a first down easily. Carried by number 21, Braden Barker.
Keegan Arnold in on the stop on that.
And South Whidbey just continues to chug right down the field here, Brian. The Turks defense needs to stiffen and get a stop here. They do not want to go into halftime down by 3 scores. And as Whidbey gets a little
I'm just going
closer
to say
to the
the
red
way
zone.
things are going, they need to just, my goodness.
Number 21, Barker again over the left side.
The offensive line is just blowing them.
I mean, they're just getting 5 and 6 yards at a chunk, Brian. That was a 5-yard gain. So, man, I mean, if you can run dive plays and get 5 yards a crack, that's going to be tough to beat a team that's getting 5 yards on a dive play consistently.
Well, I know my mood's going to crack if the Turks don't pull this out. I shouldn't live and die according to the Turks, but I do.
Yeah, I know.
Hashtag Turks first.
Shotgun formation, single setback, 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. And receiver coming across the middle, caught by number 2. That is Bryson Taylor. He is a freshman.
And he is an impressive freshman.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd get that out there.
All right, that's going to move the sticks, Brian. 1st and 10. Ball inside the 15 at about the 14-yard line.
I mean, just the receive. He went up and got that ball. Like just a lot of times, the receivers in the high school level, they'll just wait till the ball to come to them. He went up and got.
He did. He went up, elevated, and got up in the air and came down with that ball. Handoff on the left side. And short gain.
Well, the Turks are going to need to start trying to punch that ball out.
That's number 44, Kohan Criswell, sophomore. So I do see, as we look at the grades of the South Whidbey players, a lot of young players on this squad. I see a lot of freshmen and sophomores. I do see some seniors, but it's a relatively young squad that they have out there. So South Whidbey is trying to rebuild that program. Pass over the middle, broken up.
Oh, he needed that pick.
Yeah, nice job breaking up. But, yeah, an interception would have been nice right there. But the ball falls incomplete.
Landon was just a half a step too late.
4:16 left in the second. Crowd getting into it. The
That's the
student body over. Yeah, I all of a sudden I looked up and man, they're just
pass. He's gonna run.
He's gonna run. Still on his feet and down, very close to the goal line, but just short, and that's going to be enough for a first down, Brian. So it's going to be first and goal for the Falcons inside the 5. It's going to be inside the 3. Boy, that's at about the 1 yard line. They're just shy of the goal line. So nice run by number 3, the quarterback Redford on that scamper. And I've been impressed with Redford so far. Like I said, been able to run and throw both. And he will be back next year as well. He is a junior. So that definitely, if you're on the South Whidbey coaching staff, you have to feel good about, like I said, your squad for next year.
No, they're gonna have a lot of seniors next year on their squad.
And some younger underclassmen that'll getting another year experience too. And we've got a flag before the play gets underway.
Well, you look at the backfield. You've got 20, which is Maddox Smith Hecox. You've got number 34, which is Connor Bartell, and then you add Cody Redford, who, he can run.
He can run and throw. I mean, he's got the tools.
He can run and throw, and so then you also got Bryson Taylor as a running back, D-back, but he's playing more wide receiver than anything else right now. They've got some nice weapons.
Brian, score update from the Kings Granite Falls game. Score Kings 21, Granite Falls 7.
Told you.
They're 2 scores. Still got to get 2 more, Brian. You said 4.
I said they'd win by 4.
You said 4 touchdowns. They're up by 2. Getting close to halftime there at Kings High School. So we'll keep you apprised of the other game.
I also gave you a 44-7 score. We'll see.
In addition to the game you're enjoying here tonight are the 2 games in the Emerald Sound Conference.
He's trying to go up the middle.
And it's the Philly push there, and they are in for the score.
Touchdown Falcons.
All right. So PAT upcoming here for the Falcons, and they are temporarily up now 21-0 over the Turks.
Well, I can tell you the Turks are getting the ball to start the second half. They have to go down and score here. They have to.
Well, I think that the Turks are going to get the ball back, and I think that they really need to maybe try opening things up, see if they can get something on the board before halftime.
They need to score.
Before halftime. I mean, they need something.
Oh, look at that. That could be good from 50.
Yeah, it's a nice kick. And it is good. That makes it now 22.
Chase Larson, he is a senior kicker punter, and that was...
Yeah. That was definitely had a lot of leg.
That's one of the best kicks I've seen in this level in a long time. And
Yeah,
it was an extra point kick.
It was a strong kick. All right. So the Turks are going to get the ball back here with just a little over 3 minutes remaining. Brian, anything going on in the chat over there?
Oh, we just your, we've got a Sergio fan out there,
All right.
and I believe we may have read a player's number wrong.
Oh, we do apologize.
We said it right correctly before, so I.
Okay. Well, we do apologize.
But I have a feeling we'll be able to correct that.
So that means just error on our part. That means the roster is correct.
Actually,
We've just
actually it was
done
an
it
error
wrong.
on your part. I didn't do it.
Oh, I see. Oh, See, the ugliness comes out now. See, I see what it is. See, we're behind, and now
I might just be a little bit sullen.
We're
at the
behind, and now you're getting really petty now. I'll tell you. All right, the kick goes out of bounds. The Turks will get the ball back.
Homer Simpson ain't got nothing on me. I need a donut. I'll tell you.
You need a donut?
Make me feel better. Donut.
I heard Voodoo Donuts is going to have a store in Capitol Hill. The
Why?
famous Portland donut store.
Why
is moving
would you
to
put it
Capitol Hill.
Why would you put it on Capitol Hill? They need to put it in Monroe.
Just like they need to put the new Dick's Drive-In in Monroe, right?
Well,
Something like that, right?
Just on the other side of the fairgrounds, there's all kinds of spaces for something like that.
Yeah, Voodoo Donuts, Dick's, would get all that stuff, right? All right, 1st and 10 for the Turks. Shotgun formation. Heavy rush. And ball is up there. Got to go get that one. That's Vargas.
He got it.
Nice job. Way to come back for that. So that's a nice play. We've got a flag here back by the line of scrimmage. 2 flags.
Well, you know what? That's going to be roughing the passer.
It could be roughing the passer, yeah. And that.
I'm going to go back and look at that because I think that's what happened.
He was under a pretty heavy rush from the left side.
Yeah, he got whacked. We're going to get an extra 15 yards out of that.
All right, so the Turks.
At least that's what I thought I saw.
Turks are going to get a break, and yeah, they're definitely moving the ball in the right direction here. It's going to be past the 50-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the hometown Turks.
Well, I haven't done the yardage yet.
All right, just a little over 3 minutes remaining.
So they're going to go they got to go talk about it.
They're still chatting, yeah. So we're kind of at a break here.
I had the end zone camera on that play, and I could have sworn I saw a late hit.
Yeah,
roughing the passer on that.
Next Friday, Brian, a week from tonight, senior night here at Sultan High School against Clajoya. And we will obviously have that action for you here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. So we hope that you can join us 1 week from tonight as the Turks take on Clajoya. And I think we have one game after that. We'll check the Emerald Conference scoreboard here and make sure.
We've gone to, we have 75 people, live viewers at this point in time. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. If you're a Turk fan, it's not going well. If you're a Whidbey Falcon fan, it's going swimmingly for you.
Swimmingly?
Well, I don't know.
Are they going to have
the Falcons are definitely soaring right now.
They're soaring. The Falcons are soaring.
And I'm getting sore about it.
You're sore. You're sore that they're soaring. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. All right, let's see here. I don't see any penalty yardage. None was put out there.
Hand off. That's Feltner on the right side, and he gets back to just past the line of scrimmage. Short gain.
I see the idea of running there because you think they're going to pass, but there's still 3 minutes. There were still 3 minutes on the clock.
Mm-hmm. And we're getting down below 3 minutes now. Yeah, the game, the one game that is not happening, which will be tomorrow, Cedar Park Christian of Bothell will be playing Morton White Pass tomorrow.
Oh.
We'll be taking on Morton White Pass in a non-conference game.
Yeah, they're going to throw on this.
And out into the flat.
There he goes.
And still on his feet. Nice gain there.
I need to get him the ball more often. Of course, I say that.
All right. So 1st and 10, approaching the 2-minute mark left in the first half. And Brian did check the schedule. There is one more game, which Sultan will be playing at Bellingham. Will be the last game of the season. So there'll be one more game. That will be on the 3rd of November. So home game tonight, home game next Friday, and then last Friday of the year away at Bellingham High School. And hand off to the right. Oh, nice job there. That's Van Pelt, I believe, still on his feet and finally knocked down. All right, Brian, we have an update in the Kings Granite Falls game. Kings 21, Granite Falls 14.
Oh, my goodness.
It's down to 7, Brian. The Tigers are hanging in there. They're hanging in there. Now, I just wanted to remember that 4 touchdowns. Is that what you said? The Kings will be won by 4.
I said 4 scores.
4 scores. Well, what like 4 safeties, 8 points or something?
It's going to be an Abraham Lincoln score. 4 score and 7. I'm glad I didn't catch that.
Yeah. All right, minute 1-2-3 left on the scoreboard. Turks on the short end of a 22-0 score thus far.
Oh, what's the flag now? I think it's against Whidbey. I didn't get to see the... And that is the 10-yard variety.
The 10-yard variety.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 11. So that must have been a defense or a holding against on the pass that was almost caught. So
yeah, Turks definitely need to get something going here, Brian, to go into halftime feeling a little bit better about themselves, try to get some momentum and regroup. We're going to get the ball, as you had said.
Okay, so if you look now, you're going to see, okay. I would love to see a quarterback keeper here, but I don't think we're going to. But if you watch, the linebackers are going to follow Van Pelt if he goes to the right. And if he fakes to Feltner and follows him in, but that's not going to happen. They're just going to hand it right off to Feltner, and he's going to go behind the left side of the line here. I'm just going to make that prediction right now.
Oh, there's your keeper, Brian. All right, turns to throw.
Yes.
Oh, almost complete. Just.
That was a good throw.
Yeah, that was for Vargas, I believe, was the intended receiver, and just could not come down with it.
I really thought they were going to hand the ball off there, but I was proven wrong. But there's a reason I'm up here and they're down there.
That's right. You've just reinforced that reason. See? Yeah. All right, minute 13 to go. Turks, 2nd and 10. Trying to push the ball in, get on the scoreboard, and get some momentum here to help themselves regroup for a second half.
We have band members that are up there in the chat room.
Oh, well, there you go. On the chat room, in person here at the game. Handoff Feltner, left side, and short gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and about 8. Now they're saying 3rd and 6. That seems like a long 6 yards.
No, that's where the ball is. Well, it's on the 5-yard line, so.
Okay. Well, all right, we'll go with the spotter saying 3rd and 6. That's a part of the field that, from our vantage point, it's a little hard to see from where we're located.
And I can't see it very good from the monitor either. It looks like it's right on the line here.
Handoff, left side, breaks a tackle. Still on his feet, plunging forward, and that's going to be 4th down.
And it's time to call a timeout.
Timeout, think about it, come up with your best play. See if we can keep this going and plunge something in here. 24 seconds. So, Brian, decision time. Do you kick the field goal right here, or do you go for it on fourth down?
If I was 2 scores down, if I was 2 touchdowns down, I think I'm going to kick the field goal here. But because I'm down 22-0,
You're down 3 scores.
I'm
right?
I'm down 3 touchdowns, and I haven't shown that my defense is able to keep them out of the end zone yet. I mean, I guess you kick it to feel good about yourself, but there's a reason I don't get paid the big bucks.
You don't get paid the big. Now let's be clear about that as far as your contract. I understand. Have you finished negotiating your contract?
Yeah, 0 times 100 is still 0.
Now, where the Turks are right now kind of reminds me. I bet you did watch the Huskies and Oregon game last Saturday, right?
Oh, I most certainly
wow,
did.
that was quite a game. And, the Ducks were a little arrogant a couple of times, going for it on fourth down at about the 2-yard line there, and were turned away.
I think you can take the term Oregon Ducks, and arrogant and apply it to anything.
Yeah, they
All right,
they cooked their own goose. But anyway.
Big play coming up here. I'm going to watch it from my monitor because I can't see that into the end.
4th and 3 from the 6. So they can get a first down without a touchdown, but right here, gotta get 4th and 4. Okay, we got a correction here. 4th and 4 from the 6.
There he goes.
And Feltner's going to make it. He's going to get the first down at least. He's going to be short of the goal line.
He made it.
Oh, he did. Yes, he did. There we go.
Turks!
Touchdown Turks. I didn't see the late signal. And touchdown Sultan is on the board with 18 seconds remaining. That's what the doctor ordered right there, Brian, to get you back in this game to start feeling a little bit better about yourself.
Are they going to line up and go for 2 here, or are they going to actually? At this point, I'm kicking this, but they look like they're going to go. Looks like they're going to go for 2.
You're going to have to go for 2 at some point, whether you do it now or whether you do it on a subsequent score. Because again, Whidbey did get 1 2-point conversion, which has got them to their 22.
They've got 4 linebackers, so they're going to blitz.
And quarterback under duress and overthrown, incomplete. All right, but we get on the board. 18 seconds to go. Whew, just under the gun. And we're on the board now, trailing 22-6. So you got to feel a lot better going in the halftime at 22-6 versus 22-0.
I would rather be chasing points later than chasing points now. But like I said, there's a reason I'm up here and they're down there because they're a lot better at it than I am.
That's the up.
Well,
I don't. You said it. I don't want to.
No, I don't disagree.
I don't want to disagree with you.
Am I tired? Yes. I just did the thing that brings me the most joy in life is being here on TurkPride.tv and working with you.
You just you set up shop here this afternoon, haven't you? You've been how long? What time did you start this afternoon?
It started at 3:00.
3:00.
2:30.
This man has been going since 3:00, ladies and gentlemen. He is just he's a machine. He's just a machine.
I'm an old machine that needs to change its oil.
Needs to change the oil, yeah.
Because I'm old. You know what? Do they onside kick it here?
Oh boy.
Oh man. I'm like, no, because you're going to get the ball to start the second half. You're not going to.
Yeah, you're not going to do anything stupid here.
A little more time on the clock, I would say try it, but no, I'm kicking it deep here.
And fielded by the Falcons. And runners down and tackled with 11 seconds to go.
No, host of Turks there. 11 seconds to go.
Brian, we have a score update in the Kings Granite Falls game. The score, less than 1 minute before halftime, is now 21-21. We have a tie score, Kings and Granite Falls, going into halftime.
I am perfectly okay with cursing Kings. You know that, right?
Yes, I know that. I'm just saying, you thought this was going to be a blowout. This is turning into one heck of a game. Right?
Like I said, there's a reason I'm up here, and those coaches are down there. Plus, they have more time and support to be able to do that. I mean, you and I have jobs to do during
Yes,
the week.
we have to. Yes. Well. Oh, it's a flea flicker. And caught with 2 seconds to go. Wow. Wow. A little razzle-dazzle there, Brian. Just right before halftime.
I gotta watch this.
Yeah, that was a pretty exciting play.
Halfback pass.
Yeah, halfback pass. Excuse me, not a flea flicker, but a halfback pass. Wow.
No.
He just threw it up there and he went and got it.
Let me see who threw that. Let me see. I'm gonna watch this again here. I need to see who threw that.
Yeah, that halfback's got a heck of an arm.
Okay, so he handed the ball. It was the quarterback that threw the ball.
Oh, was it the quarterback? Okay.
It was quarterback threw the ball.
Number 3,
he
yeah.
He handed the ball off to number 34, who then handed it off
and flicked it over to him. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it was
and then-
almost like a modified
It
flea
was a
flicker.
double reverse kind of thing where they.
Yeah.
It was a nice play.
All right. Final play of the half here. Oh. Now, they did a runoff. The scoreboard shows double zeros, but I think they have to wait until the snap. So I think there will be one more. They'll tell them to put, 2 seconds back up on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thought it was on the whistle, but it's not until the snap.
I'm so glad I don't have to work the scoreboard.
So, Brian, they are going to attempt a field goal here.
No, they're not.
No, look at the kicker. He's out there.
All right, let's see how far this is.
The left leg here, if it looks like he's getting ready to attempt a field goal.
And it's going to be
a timeout.
About a 50
wow.
yarder.
Okay, we'll see here. Wow. I mean, you made the comment. He's got a great leg. I mean, that extra point that he kicked went way, way back.
Well, I've seen one other kicker. We had Shorecrest in here one year, and their kicker was able to kick a 50-yarder on this field.
All right, Brian, you better get your replay. You better get your snippet button going here.
I'll if he makes it, I'll snap.
All right.
I will flag it if he makes it and send it to them, but
All right.
So they're at the 39-yard line, so it's 49 from there.
Wow.
49.
Okay,
plus
this is a field goal
attempt. 40-yard line, so it is a 49-yard
kick.
Yep, it's a 49-yard kick.
All right, here we go. This is definitely further out than you see at the high school level typically, but again, this young man had a pretty good leg, so let's see. Here we go, 2 seconds. No, it's blocked. Blocked. All right, and that's going to do it for the half. So, with the score, the Turks.
I'll tell you,
6.
That is right now.
Falcons 22.
That is my Moss Defender defensive play of the game so far. I'm going to see what happened here.
Yeah, pretty low trajectory on that kick to get it that far, and it didn't even have a chance.
I'm going to see who blocked that.
All right.
Okay, number 54 for the Turks. Jacob Fedig gets in there and blocks that. Jacob Fedig is the owner, the proud owner of a blocked kick right now in our Moss Defender defensive play of the game.
There you go, Mr. Fedig. Nice job. All right.
All right.
So we are halftime here. Turks down 22-6. We're going to get the ball.
We're going to get the ball.
Going to get the ball.
Are you going to talk about the homecoming court and everything here on
No,
halftime,
I
or
don't.
We're just going to let
I
that
think
go?
we're going to let that kind of. They're going to. I'd heard that we might switch cameras, but I'm not sure if that's going to actually happen.
Well, we need to switch cameras, and if the marching band performs at halftime, we need to. I don't see them getting ready to perform though. So.
Right.
Oh, okay. We need to bring them. We need to bring the marching band performing for our listening audience out there. We want. We want to. They want to see them.
Yep.
So.
So we'll just take a break.
Yeah.
We'll quit subjecting people to listening to us and let them listen to some
We'll let
good
them
music.
watch the world famous Turk marching band.
All right, we'll be back in just a bit. Here again, score halftime: Turks 6, Falcons 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, my honor and privilege to introduce you to our homecoming Royal Court for 2023-24. Freshman Princess Hannah Groneveld. Her nickname is Fen. Her parents are Chris and Anna Groneveld. Her favorite childhood memory is jumping into the truck with her grandpa to pick up grass on the farm. We'd sing songs, and sometimes he would even let me drive. An embarrassing moment for Fenna. A funny moment happened at a volleyball game a few weeks ago against South Whidbey when my foot got caught in someone's backpack and I was playing and we lost the point because the ref didn't see it. Her future plans are to graduate and attend Washington State University to be a veterinarian, as her dream job would be to be a vet and learn how to take care of animals. Betty Cronenberg. Canada will be escorted tonight by Owen Van Orton. His nickname is O, and his parents are Aubrey and Lisa Van Orton. His favorite childhood memory when he was 5, he rode a little toy car down a hill into a ditch, flew out of the front of the car, and started screaming. It wasn't funny then, but it is a little bit now. His embarrassing moment happened when he was in kindergarten, and he asked Fenna if he could hold her hand, and she said no. His future plans to attend college, hopefully the University of Utah, and his dream job is to be a mechanical engineer so he can make things that help people. Owen Van Orton. Sophomore Princess Dakota Geiger, her parents Kelly and Mandy Geiger. Her favorite childhood memory when she was 6, a family friend Karen beat breast cancer. And another family friend Emma and her were so happy they made her a song and sang it to her. Making that song and singing it for her is Dakota's favorite childhood memory. An embarrassing moment is winning the homecoming court with Wyatt right now. Her future plans to graduate, go to college, and get a degree in something useful, and her dream job she said would be to be a lawyer. Dakota Geiger. Dakota is escorted tonight by Wyatt Simon. His parents are Heather and Chad Simon. Wyatt's favorite childhood toys were Legos. His most embarrassing moment is getting homecoming prints next to this girl Dakota right here. His future plans to attend Snow Isle his junior and senior year to pursue his dream job of being an electrician. Wyatt Simon. King. Her nickname is Abby, and her parents are Lauren and Ron King. Her favorite childhood toy was Bonky, a stuffed animal mixed with a blanket. Her most amazing moment was picking up her German Shepherd Kevin from Montana right after Christmas Day. Her future plans to have a mini farm with cows, or living on a lake, or being a rich mom with a Porsche. And her dream job is to be a certified registered nurse anesthesiologist. Adeline King. Adeline is escorted by Junior Prince Ryder Folsom. Parents are Tim and Anna Folsom. His favorite childhood toy was his beanie baby, Chicky Bird the turkey. His most embarrassing moment was tripping and rolling down a long hill in a John Deere tractor costume in front of his entire preschool on Halloween. His future plans to visit New York City, make music, move to Indonesia, and start a fruit farm. His dream job would be independent creative music making. Shout out to Lauren Hill. Ryder Folsom. Our first senior princess is Jana Fleming. Her nicknames are Jan and Janabro. Her parents are Scott and Stacy Fleming. One of her favorite child memories is when her older brother Aiden and her would get up super early on Christmas and get all the other siblings up and harass her parents until they got up to open presents. One embarrassing moment, she was in PE class and tripped up the stairs, not down them. But the worst part is it's definitely on camera. Her future plans to attend nursing school, become a pediatric nurse, get married and start a family. Her dream job would be to marry rich and not have to work. Jana Fleming. Tim is escorted by Senior Prince Derek Feltner. His parents are Aaron and John Feltner. His favorite childhood toy were Beyblades. And his most amazing moment was catching his biggest bass fish. His future plans to play baseball in college, and his dream job would be to continue to play baseball professionally or be a sports analyst. Derek Feltner. Our other senior princess, Chloe Gronabel. Her nicknames are Chloe, Chloenator, and Cody. Her parents, Anna and Chris Gronabel. Her favorite childhood memory that stays with her was when we were traveling in Germany, and my grandpa sat on my imaginary friend named Shabby. My grandpa, not knowing what was going on, was asking, what, as I'm crying for Shabby's safety for being sat on, all the while my cousin told him Glasgow was dying of laughter, and he laughed so hard he fell out of the van. Her most embarrassing moment happened when she really had to use the restroom before hitting the slopes at Stevens Pass. She ran into the bathroom to take care of business, but realized she had gone into the wrong restroom. Her future plans to go to college and get hopefully a master's degree in elementary school education and a minor in brewing science to become a fourth grade teacher and own my own brewing business and pub with a driving range in Sultan. And I'll be there. Her dream job, do anything that helps inspire others. Chloe Gronabel. Chloe is escorted by Senior Prince Keegan Thomas Arnold. His nickname, Keegan Thomas Squirrel, Arnold, and Special K. His parents are Shannon and Dave Arnold, and his favorite childhood memories playing Fortnite and Nerf guns. Most embarrassing moment was getting bit by a kangaroo. His future plans are traveling and ruling the world. And his dream job would be, in no particular order, shepherd, teacher, pilot, plumber, electrician, fisherman, and U.S. president. Keegan Arnold. And now to crown this year's king, we have last year's king, Casey Zimmerman. Back to us from Washington State University. Casey, go ahead and give that king crown, please, to Keegan Thomas Arnold. year's homecoming queen, Ellie Day, is back with us tonight to crown this year's queen. Ellie gives that to Chloe Groneveld. Turk fans, your 2023-24 homecoming Royal Court. All right, princes and princesses, why don't you get a little group squeeze right here so we can get some pictures. Bring it on in, bring it on in, bring it on in. All right, fans, again, this would be a great time to visit our concession stand behind the stadium, sponsored by our Sultan High School Athletic Boosters, who help us support student activities here at Sultan High.
head coach, though, so he really shouldn't be.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Getting ready for second half action here on the Turks on a short end currently of a 22-16 score. They will be receiving the second half kickoff here in just a moment. Both teams will return back to the field doing their warm-ups, and we will get ready for a Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up here in just a moment. Again, an update on the other game going on in the Emerald Sound Conference tonight. It's a big one, 7-0 Kings versus 6-1 Granite Falls. Currently at halftime, Kings leading at 24-21. So good competitive game there happening at Kings High School in the Shoreline, North Seattle area. Tomorrow will be Morton, White Pass, and Cedar Park Christian will be playing on Saturday, and that will complete the tilt for the Emerald Sound Conference for this week. Clajoya next Friday night, senior night against Clajoya, and then the last game of the season will be the following Friday night up at Bellingham High School to finish out the 23 football season for the Turks.
That'll be an interesting game going up to Bellingham. That's always an interesting trip. Bellingham's a 2A school?
Yeah, they're a pretty good sized district. So, you know, the Turks are
they have Bellingham and Seaholm and
right.
Squalicum and those schools up there.
Yeah, they have three main high schools. You just touched on them: Seaholm, Squalicum, and Bellingham, all in that taking up the Bellingham area. So, all right, so warm ups. Like I said, Turks taking their final warm ups, and we'll be lined up here for the second half kickoff. About 2 minutes to go. So Brian, tell us a little bit more about, you know, this is just the second half of a doubleheader here for you this afternoon. You start out doing a middle school game this afternoon.
Yeah, I got to do the middle school game. I mean, the Turks, you know, went out to a the Turks, the Skyhawks went out and the future Turks went out and won quite handily.
Good,
but it was a fun game to watch, and I thought that both teams played really spirited and played really hard. Middle school is definitely different than high school.
Yes,
it's a slower game.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, you know, they're younger, they're smaller, they're slower, and,
right?
You know, those, you know, it's
they're
not
learning.
Yeah, they're out there learning. But you know, I got to see a young kid go out there today and catch his. Not only did he catch his first ball ever in a football game, he caught a touchdown on his first ball that was ever thrown his way.
Wow, that's got to be just an exciting memory for that young man.
A couple of touchdowns on passing and a couple of touchdowns running. We had a pick six, and you know, just had a lot of fun. You know, the only thing missing was you, Dan.
Well, I was earning a living. I mean, I'm sorry.
You know, and when you do middle school games, you know, it's usually decided within a week or so, and a lot of times the other teams don't realize that you're doing it, and that's probably on me for not emailing them, say, hey, make sure I have a roster.
Yeah.
You know, but I had a roster for the Skyhawks.
There you go.
You know, and that's what I'm there for, and I normally will assign. I'll assign nicknames to the other kids, and you know, Kings was in here a couple of weeks. You know, when Kings was here a couple of weeks ago, the kids that came up here and we did a middle school game, and I gave a bunch of nicknames to the kids from Kings during the game, and they still call each other. They went back and watched the game on demand, and they call each other by those names. They still to this day, on the high school level, they're calling themselves by, you know, Speedy and Mr. Robot or something like that. You know, just.
All right. So is that part of your large contract that you have with Turk? Do you have to do a couple of middle school games as part of the renegotiation of your contract?
I try to do one middle school game a year.
Okay.
For me, TurkPride.tv is all about community. It's all about giving to the community.
Mm-hmm.
I do it for the kids because I know they're going to go in and watch it on demand. I mean, I don't think I ever broke 15 viewers today for the middle school game.
Yeah, but still,
I
that's
guarantee
not the purpose.
I guarantee you I'm going to be over 100 views within the next 2-3 days.
Right, because they'll want to go back and look at that stuff.
If not 200
Yep.
from both schools.
Yep.
And for me, that's what it's all about.
There you go. All right. Well, we're lined up and ready to go here for a second half action. Turks are going to be receiving the kickoff, defending the east end goal here at Sultan High School. And the whistle sounds, and we are underway here in the second half. Deep kickoff. Vargas fields it inside the 5, up the left side. Still on his feet, breaking into open.
He is going to get close to the 50-yard line. That was good.
That's a great start for the Turks, just over the 45-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 from about their own 46. So a great start for the Turks. Let's see if they can turn it into some points on the board here as they find themselves trailing 22-6 to start the third quarter.
Well, the Turks need a quick score. It needs to happen quickly.
A quick score that needs to happen quickly. Is that what you said? Okay, I just want to make sure I heard you properly there.
And it's a double positive. It's a double positive.
It's a Ron Fairley-ism there, right?
Yeah. I just can't. I'm the Rodney Dangerfield of broadcasting.
Yeah, there we go. Whoa,
he's open. He's
going to get it. Got it. And touchdown, just like we talked about there, Brian. You called it.
Mr. Electric for the touchdown.
Touchdown gets the return and the touchdown.
Julio Vargas for the touchdown.
All right, and just like that, the Turks are right back in this game, Brian.
You know that they were in. Oh, by the way, touchdown Turks! I was so excited I forgot to give my touchdown Turks there.
There you go. All right.
But you know they talked about it in the locker room. That play was called from the moment those coaches started walking off the field.
Yeah, you got to get your most dynamic players involved.
And they're going to go for 2.
All right.
Because,
got to do 2 at some point, yeah.
I would rather kick it. I just don't like the idea of
handoff and
I just don't like the idea of, chasing points. Now you're down by 10 now.
All right. Okay. So here we go. I mean, a whole 20 seconds expired in the third quarter.
So you got to score quick and you got to score quick.
Right. And we did that. We did it quick
and we did
and
it in,
quick.
We did
double
it,
quick.
We did it in
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
20 seconds, and we're right back in this game. So don't you go anywhere. This thing is far from over. The Turks are right back in the middle right in the thick of this thing here now, just trailing by 10.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Touchdown Turks!
I
can't believe this is the first time I didn't do
it. You're delayed at
I
response.
apologize. I didn't get there. I'm getting tired.
Brian, I tell you, this double header. I
was concentrating on the fact that I get no respect around here.
I get no respect at all. Oh, Brian, we love you. That's why we tease you so much.
I'm doing the game this afternoon. I go, I just don't like doing this without Dan. And I go, what am I thinking?
Where is he at to give me a hard time, right? Yeah. I mean, I need somebody just to give me a hard time. All right, kickoff, and that's wouldn't call it an onside kick. It's kind of a squib, and the Falcons do cover it, and so they'll get it 1st and 10 there.
Okay, so adjustments on defense. It's still the same.
Got to play defense now too. We got a quick score, but you got to play defense.
You think?
Yeah, yeah.
Something's got to change. You cannot continue. Cannot continually give them 4, 5, 6 yards of carry.
Yeah,
and so you've got to take that away from them and make them one-dimensional in order to move the ball. But we'll see.
Yep, here we go.
Redmond's back there, and he's been having a well of a game.
Yeah. Number 3, Cody Redford in the shotgun formation.
I see a run blitz coming. That's what I see.
Redford on the keeper, gets into second level and gets a good pickup.
It's such vision. I mean, he went to the left and saw it wasn't there and cut back to the right.
He's the key. You've got to control him because as he goes, their offense goes.
It's just
Brian.
backbreaking because the blocking was all going to the left and he's cutting it back to the right. I'm thinking he should be playing running back, but he's got such a good arm that. Oh, there we go. There's a host of Turks there.
All right, Brian, we've got an update in the other game going on in the Emerald Sound Conference. You're looking a little bit better now. Kings 31, Granite Falls 21. So 10-point lead.
So it's a 2-score game.
Okay, 2 scores.
I said a 4-score.
When you said 4 scores, I thought you were saying 4 touchdowns.
I did say 44
to
7.
Okay. Well, yeah. All right.
That's more than 4 touchdowns.
Okay. I see. You're backtracking now. Now it's 4 scores, not 4 touchdowns. I see.
All right, let's
go
Turks.
So like a safety and an extra
Just
point.
a huge play, 3rd and 4 coming up.
Here we go. Oh, nice defense there by the Turks. Denied.
Yeah. Keegan Hummel, Moss defender, play of the game nominee right there. He blew through.
Yep, and stopped him cold.
Stopped him cold, and guess what? The Turks have a chance here
to get the ball back.
Get the ball back. And thank you, Ron Fairley.
Yes.
And if you guys don't know who, they're going to go for it.
Oh, okay. Here we go. 4th and 6 from the 35 is a little risky here. Quarterback.
I'm surprised.
He's still on his feet, but he's short. He's going to be short.
That is a huge, huge decision there. Now, we saw Oregon do the same thing against the Huskies last week.
Twice.
And about the same spot of the field.
And the Huskies did do it once, though, themselves. Each team, Oregon had 2 chances, the Huskies had 1.
And the Seahawks did it, too.
Yeah,
Just so you know, the Seahawks did it, too. They should have kicked the field goal. But hindsight's 20/20, and there's a reason those guys make millions at the pro level.
Right.
And I'm up here making my exorbitant contract, which is 0 times 100.
I don't know that's the extent of your contract has been fully understood by
Dan,
those thing offense.
How long have we been doing football games together? It's 10 years.
10
now.
years, I think. Yeah, Brian, it's been at least 10 years.
I actually had hair, and you didn't have gray hair.
I have hair still, but it is all gray. It was kind of salt and pepper maybe back then, or even
what do
brown.
We got going now?
Timeout, Whidbey. All right, so with 9:52 to go, Turks find themselves right back in this thing, trailing by 10, 22-12.
So it's 31-21. How about any other scores going on? Do we got Monroe or any?
I haven't looked at that, but I certainly can jump out. Like I said, just been keeping an eye on the other one.
Let's just keep an eye on that one.
Let's keep an eye on the game that you predicted would be a 4-score win, right? But for Kings, which actually a pretty competitive game. But the Kings look like they're starting to kind of pull away again. 31-21. That is the other game going on in the Emerald Sound Conference
tonight. And now you know
tonight.
why my wife does not let me go to Vegas with any money.
Oh yes. But she probably loves it. She's had the whole evening. You've been gone all day doing what you love.
Anyway, Turks are up. Turks are up here.
All right, here we go. Quarterback turns under pressure, and he's going to go down. Oh, almost lost the ball. Got hit, initial hit, he escaped, and then he got hit a second time, and that one hurt.
You know, you caught him off guard with the last one. I didn't think you were going to catch him off guard.
Yeah, Caden Keeler, again, escaped the first penetration and then rolled out of that and right into a second defender and dropped for a loss. So that's going to be now 2nd and 19, so a loss of 9 on the play.
So I really think they're going to throw the ball this time. But I think what you're going to see here is you're going to see a throw over into the flat to Julio. Nope.
No, it's a pitch to Feltner. Oh, and defense comes up and reads that very well, and that's a loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd and really long now, 3rd and about 23, maybe 22. Third and 22. So 2 consecutive plays with lost yardage for the Turks puts them in a deep hole here on 3rd down.
If I'm the defensive coordinator for the Falcons, I'm probably going to blitz here.
All right.
I think the play you need to do is Van Pelt around the end here. But they're going to go ahead.
Keeler's going to throw, and incomplete. Intended for Van Pelt, I believe it was, number 33.
Yeah.
Yeah, Van Pelt was the intended receiver, but went through his hands. Incomplete, and it's 4th and 25. So adventures in punting.
Yeah, we need to punt here.
Yes.
As much as I hate
right
to say
back
it.
there. Yeah, the Turks are back in this. We don't want to do something foolish and take ourselves out of
Still
that.
2 scores down, and if we had kicked those 2 extra points, we would only be down by 1 score. So
Correct you are. And pretty nice punt.
yeah, it's
gonna
going to
go
it's going
out.
to roll out about the 25.
Yeah, 24, 25 yard line's going to be 1st and 10 for South
I would have
Whidbey.
preferred it to get down around the 10, but that's about a 30-yard punt there. I'm a little surly right now.
Surly, don't be that way. Now, don't be a grumpy Gus. All right, next Friday night, the 27th, is going to be home senior night versus La Jolla here on TurkPride.tv. Your home for all things Sultan Athletics.
And they're going to come out with the Cahoya is going to come in with a lot of gusto because we went into Cahoya last year and we beat them.
And that was close to a late hit, but no flag. Good for the Turks there.
So that's that 6 yards I keep telling you that we keep giving up.
So this is the last league game tonight of the season. So it's kind of interesting how you have non-league, then you have your league schedule, which is pretty short, and then we're finishing up with 2 non-league games at the end of the season. And that's because we have 5 teams, and so there's always one extra team, and you have to sprinkle in these non-league affairs to kind of balance the schedule out. Keeper, quarterback, over the right side, still on his feet, trying to turn the corner, and caught and dragged down there just before he can get to a bunch of yards.
But he's able to get the first down on that.
Cody Redford. So again, Redford's been doing it with his legs and his arm this evening. I've been pretty impressed with that young man.
I know I've said his name before. He must be a wrestler or a basketball player because I know I've said that name before.
Well, at small schools, good athletes typically play multiple sports. So, yeah, you're probably right, Brian. You probably have seen him or called his name in some other sport over the years. Redford under pressure. Oh, he breaks free.
He's still
going. On his feet. Oh, wow. Thought we had him there in the backfield for a loss, but he scampers out and turns it into a first down for the Falcons. They're going to make it past the midfield stripe into
Landon Bauer Gailey right there to doing a good job playing his corner position there and getting up there and making that stop.
First and 10 at the 44.
I believe they're going to throw this time. Let's see what happens here. We're going to probably do play action here.
Nope. Designed keeper. And nice gain.
That's just absolutely breaking the back.
Yeah, that's when you're getting 8 yards on a designed quarterback keeper. Almost 9 yards. They're going to bring up 2nd and 2, but it's a short 2. Their yardage gain per play on first down, Brian, has been really impressive tonight. It's put them in 2nd and short quite frequently. Handoff up the middle. I think that's Smith Hecox. And he's going to be close, but I think short.
Yeah, that was number 20.
Number 20, that's Maddox Smith Hecox, and we've called his name a lot tonight. Now it's 3rd down, actually a loss maybe of about a half a yard, so it is a good 3rd and 2. I would say a true 2 yards here on 3rd down for the Falcons.
You need a corner blitz on this. from the near side because the quarterback's probably going to run the ball on this and go to the near side.
Yeah, I would say that Mr. Redford may be your runner on this. Nope, they're going to hand off.
And he's going to be short.
And
they're going to go for it.
Yeah, it's going to be fourth. That's really a gain of no gain on the play, so it's going to bring up 4th and 2. So the Turks have their defense is stiffened here, Brian. They really haven't given any ground.
Yeah, well, this is a big part of the game here.
Yeah, big play here again, getting about halfway through the third period.
Defensively, on the last series, for the Falcons, they did really well on defense after getting beat deep on that.
On that play by Vargas, yeah. And that's going to be a first down.
And you got to know it's coming.
Yeah.
You got to know it's coming.
First down for the Falcons, so they're able to keep the drive alive.
If you see a shot, you're like, I don't mind if you switch. I have no problem.
Handoff. Oh, it's going to be keeper by the quarterback, number 3, Redford. And again, Brian, first down play, 8-yard gain on first down. That has just been for me the most telling statistic is their yards on first down.
It's
just crazy.
It's second and short, third and short, and
it just changes the playbook. I mean, what you can do just becomes so much more when you're in 2nd and 2. And there we go. That's a nice play. That's a loss.
Well, that and knowing that you have 4 downs to get 10 yards.
Right. It really gives you a lot of flexibility as far as your playbook is concerned when you're constantly, the defense is constantly, with their backs against the wall because they're giving up so many yards on first down. Now it's about 3rd and 6, so a more traditional third down play here. But again, the Falcons have shown every inclination that they're going to use all 4 downs.
They're going to throw it on this, or he's going to go.
No,
yeah, he's
Redford's going to keep, and he's going to make the first down. Boy, he is very elusive, Brian. Extremely elusive.
So you see that what happens is you run the receivers out and deep, and that the linebackers, of course, are concentrating on other things, and somebody gets blocked, and that makes that open wide up. I know this because when I was a quarterback in high school, and no, I didn't score 4 touchdowns in one game.
I don't. Now, our crack statistician told me that was true.
So you're thinking about Al Bundy and not me.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's confused there. For a second.
I used to love it when we would send everybody on goes on man to man, and then I would just run around the corner and just take off. That was my favorite thing to do. Matter of fact, that's why they stopped me from playing quarterback because I like to run the ball too much.
All right, we got a penalty here, Brian, against the Falcons, so that's going to negate that first down, and it's going to put them in 3rd and long here. So that's a good turn of events.
Yeah, that's going to be a hold. So it's still going to be 3rd and 14.
So that's a big turn of events right there.
3rd and a long 14. We'll see what happens here. He's going to go deep on this.
Oh!
Almost picked off. Defensive player was really high on that one, but was able to make a play on the ball. Junior Vargas was there.
All right, so now it is 4th down.
4th down. Now, I don't think they're going to punt. I think they're going to go for it.
Oh, now do we have a penalty against the Turks?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they're marching at that direction. That might be enough for a first down. It is. Oh, goodness. That's enough for a first
So
down.
they called defensive pass interference on that, I believe.
That's what I thought. He seemed really high. The defender for the Turks seemed really high, almost on the head of the receiver. He was really high, and at first I thought that might have been a PI.
I can watch it here and see what happens.
When he comes over the top, he's just...
That is a terrible call. That is one of the worst defensive pass interference calls that I have ever seen.
All right, back to action here. Short gain by the Falcons.
I'm going to flag that and send that to the Snohomish County Officials Association because that's terrible.
All right, back to action here. 3:25 remaining here in the third quarter. Score remains 22-12. All right, Brian, you're looking better. We have an update. Kings 38, Granite Falls 21. So we got an offensive shootout going on, but Kings starting to widen their lead against Granite Falls in battle for first place here tonight in the Emerald Sound Conference.
And now we're going to go back.
And now we go forward. And now we go back. And now we go forward. It's the battle of the turnovers and the penalties tonight.
Well, the penalties are like 10-1. I mean, 10-1, the Turks 10, and, well, that's a nice move. Wow.
He's just very elusive.
He's still going.
He reminds me of the quarterback that we saw from Sammamish earlier this season, how elusive he was. Really a multi-tooled player, can do it with his legs, do it with his arm. Redford definitely is that. I've been very impressed with that young man tonight. Second and 11.
He's going to run it again. Here it goes.
Yep, design keeper. Oh, they got him this time though. No gain, probably loss of yardage on the play, but that was a designed keeper.
Well, the ends kept contained, and the defensive line got.
And Redford is coming up limping a little bit, Brian.
Well, they're asking him to do.
He's taking a lot of punishment out there.
He has been everything for them this game.
He's basically been their lead running back and their quarterback all at the same time.
And that doesn't mean that's not saying anything about the other weapons that he's had.
Right.
But I think the game for them to stay on top of this game, they have had to really rely on him doing what he's doing, and they're going to throw the ball this time, I believe.
Rolls to his right, stops, changes direction, and just going to throw the ball out of bounds.
That is he's in the tackle box. That's got to be intentional grounding.
I think he went outside though, Brian, when he scrambled to the right and then came back. I think is the rule if he leaves the box, he can come back in.
Okay, but it didn't get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you could be right.
That's intentional grounding on that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to throw a late flag.
Well, they kind of have to there, and I really don't blame him. But he didn't even try to get the ball to the line of scrimmage.
No.
But he's when you rely on your quarterback to do that much running, and he has been every 2 or 3 plays in a row.
Yeah, there hasn't been a series of downs that he hasn't been involved in.
So he gets my red badge of courage, but it's like he's just going to throw. So that's going to be at 4th down. And now you look at it and go, okay, well, maybe I want to pin him. Now maybe I want to pin him deep, right?
3rd and 15.
No, it has to be.
It's got to be more than that. I mean,
it's got to be a loss of down. No, he's there.
4th, yeah, 4th and
it's 4th and forever.
Yeah, a lot.
4th and 25 would be more.
It's saying 4th and 15, but that's not correct.
Because the ball is on the 30-yard line, and the down marker needs to
Yeah, down marker's got to go back to the 35. So it's first down is at the 10. So 4th and 25, and they're going to go, Brian.
Yeah, you know what? He's probably going to just back up and punt this, but we'll see what happens.
Nope, he's going to throw. And that's well overthrown. So it's going to turn over on downs to the Turks. So they're going to get another opportunity here with just a little over 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter, trailing 22-12.
I kind of don't blame him for doing that. But, you know, you try to pin him deep and make him go the length of the field. You know, so now you're a Feltner Express or a Julio Vargas, end around, quick play to the end zone.
Yeah, Turks are just one big play from being right back in this game.
Well, they're still down by 10. Yes, you know, it's the defense can't
two
afford.
score. Yeah, there's still two scores. Still 2-score game.
You know, but you go down there and you score with now or beginning of the fourth quarter. You know, you're down by 3 and you hold them, and
it could be Adventures in Kicking could win this thing, Brian, at the end with a field goal.
Adventures in Punting always gives you a chance to win it.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Turks. Ball on their own 35-yard line here to get things started.
So
the score clock says 40, but the ball is on the 35.
If you look, Redmond, guess who Redmond is playing defense on? He is looking at Vargas.
Well, and Feltner, nice play by him. He's getting very close to a first down. Well, I think that's just an example of you put the best athlete on your best athlete.
You know what? And I totally do not blame the Falcons for doing that.
Right.
I blame TurkPride.tv for having all our games on there, that they know how awesome our junior Julio Vargas is.
And that's true. You know, with the advent of the internet and all the film that's available online, makes it a lot easier to study your opponents than it used to be back in our day. Second and 1. Pitch over to Feltner. He's going to make a first down and more. It's going to be a gain of about 5. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Turks.
I'm working on my master's. I got schoolwork to do.
You got homework? Got to go home and do homework?
I'm gonna
Wow, look at you! You're just Mr. Dedication.
Well, I gotta get my master's.
Minute to go here in the third quarter. Turks on the move. 1st and 10.
Now they're probably gonna run. Redford's going wherever Vargas is going.
Yeah. And dive out the middle by Feltner. Short gain. Going to bring up 2nd and probably about 9. Say a gain of 1 on the play. And that might do it as the last play here of the third quarter. 30 seconds remaining.
Well, I don't want him to rush through a play, but, with 20 seconds to go, maybe you do run another play here. Or maybe not.
Maybe not.
But
yeah, I think they'll get one more off here. We'll get 10 seconds remaining.
Yep.
Oh, and defensive lineman jump.
Got a defensive penalty there. And unless, of course, they keep doing what they're doing and call it against the Turks.
Brian, wow. I'm sensing some...
Yeah, they did. They called it against the Turks. So.
We got a false start.
Yeah.
False start on the Turks.
I'm not disagreeing with the call so much as I am the disparity on the penalties that the Turks have had to incur today.
I see.
I'd love to blame the refs for the fact that we're down by 10, but I'm not going to blame the refs. It's our execution so far that's made us put us into this spot.
That's it. Yeah. You want to?
But there have been some questionable calls go against us that I think that.
All right, that is the end of the third quarter. All right, what's the score?
I sound like an Oregon fan, don't I?
You do.
I do.
An arrogant Oregon fan that goes for it. That goes for it twice on fourth and from the 2-yard line and doesn't make it.
Oh yeah, I sound like an Oregon fan. Don't I?
The Huskies are just very thankful that Oregon is so arrogant, to do that.
There's 2 teams in this world that I absolutely hate. Well, 3.
Despise.
3 teams that I absolutely despise. And I absolutely despise Oregon.
Uh-huh.
And it's they're a good team. I got to give them that.
Yeah, they've got some really talented players.
and
They're their own worst enemy though. They're just so arrogant that they think that they can score whenever they want to score, and they were
or fake injuries at the end of the game. And then I really, really, really dislike the Houston Chitros. The trash can team, who got a win tonight, by the way.
Did
in the
they?
ninth inning, yes.
Oh.
Altuve hit a 3-run homer to give them the win. And then they were down by 2, and they got the home run to win, and ended up winning 5-4. And then I hate the San Francisco 49ers. And the only team out of those 3 that I respect as competitors is the 49ers.
They have a good team now. Like I said, they ran into a juggernaut in Cleveland.
Well, Cleveland, I can guarantee you the defense in Cleveland is the best defense they've seen this year.
Oh man, they've set some record as far as giving up the fewest
and
total yards through 6 games.
And we have to go play them. All right, so let's go. We've got 2nd and 13 coming up, and we're going to need to. What kind of play are you going to dial up here? Yep.
Yeah, there we go. We like that play to Murphy right there. We've seen that one a couple of times tonight, Brian, and it's been successful every time they've ran that play. All right, it's going to bring up third down. Third down, and about 6. Yeah, 3rd and 6 from the 48-yard line.
Well, so now you got to decide if you're going to throw it or if you're going to run it. And I realize you have to decide that on every play. But, if you run it, you get 4 or 5 yards, you're in a good spot to go for it on 4th down. And I think you're in a spot where you want to do that. But we don't need to because we're going to get there.
Oh, there we go. Oh, yes. Does get it on second half effort there. Second effort.
Van Pelt with the change of pace back is the change of pace back there.
Oh, let's see what the spot. He's going to be just short.
But he's put a first down on there. So
yeah, let's see. Okay, yes. They do motion that it is a first down.
I have to remember that we're breaking in a new chain crew this year.
All right, Brian, we have an update. I will give you an update here after this play. Handoff, Feltner, and stopped after a short game. Update on the other game going on in the Emerald Sound Conference tonight. Kings 45, Granite Falls 21. So they're starting to pull out, starting to lengthen that lead. We have an injured player down on the field.
Well, the important thing is that a 4-score lead.
I don't know. Well, let's see. That is 24 points. That's 3 scores.
That's 4 scores. That's 3 touchdowns and a field goal.
Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness.
Let's go Turks.
Now we're okay.
Let's go Turks.
All right. So it is 2nd and 9 from the 41. So Turks with a good opportunity here. This could be the drive, Brian, that gets them right back in this game.
I still want to see an end around with Vargas.
Turks need to find a touchdown.
Redford is not on Vargas on this play.
Handoff over the right side. Short gain is going to bring up 3rd.
So they went back to the Van Pelt well on that.
3rd and about 7. Yeah, I'm saying 3rd and 6. Yeah, 6, 7. It's a long 6.
For a while there, I thought about, getting back into officiating football and umpiring baseball and officiating basketball. I just can't do it. Those guys, that's such a thankless job that those guys do.
Yeah. All right, 3rd and 7. They did change the scoreboard. 3rd and 7 for the Turks. Handoff, left side. And that's Van Pelt running hard, and he's going to get a first down. So nice running there by Mr. Van Pelt.
Well, that's 3 in a row that he's gotten the ball.
Yeah, Van Pelt's been pretty involved tonight in the offense.
Well,
and he runs very hard. He's got a low center of gravity and runs really hard.
They start to key on the Feltner Express, and you can see that they're keying on Junior Vargas. But the fact that that Cody Redmond, who's playing safety, is pretty much, if he's in the slot, that's where he is.
He's shadowing him, yeah.
Now they've got their freshman on him here, who was the one that got beat for the touchdown, and I'm looking at going up there over. There he goes.
There's Murphy.
Touchdown Turks! Touchdown Turks!
There you go. Hayden Murphy plunges in after a nice run after catch and gets the Turks right back into this game. Currently at 18-22.
I need to flag that, don't I?
So I think you kick here, right, Brian? So you stay within 3. I don't think you go, or do you go for 2?
No, you're going to kick it.
Kick
you're
one.
Kick it.
Kick one and try to get within 3 points.
Because either way, you have to score it. You have to hold them and score a touchdown if you missed it.
Well, field goal could win it though. If you go to 2-point conversion here and get a field goal, you can win.
Man, Vargas is kicking, and that was a good kick.
And it's good. All right, so we've got a 3-point game, 22-19. Turks trail. 8 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
So now Redmond, of course, has been their their offense for the whole third quarter.
Yeah,
and most of the second quarter.
Yeah, really.
Now he's starting to feel it because he's running and he's running. Now he's a tough hombre. He's going to do everything he can, and now he's also pulling
double duty
as a safety, trying to keep Junior Vargas from going off. Well, they're keying on Vargas and they're keying on Feltner, and now Murphy and Van Pelt are getting things going. Now this is the team of the Turks that we know and love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really have sparked themselves here in the second half. So good job coaching the players up at halftime and getting them back into this game. But you are right, Brian, and the offense has changed significantly. It has really been on Cody Redford's shoulders. In the first half, we saw a lot of Maddox Smith-Hecox. We have not seen as much of him. It has pretty much been Redford. And it's a short kick and fielded. And so again, I wouldn't call it really an onside kick. It was
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I want him to go deep.
If you're going to do an onside kick, do a true onside kick as opposed to that, which I would almost call more of a squib.
But then again, you know what? I don't know what they're practicing and what they're doing. So you look at it.
And that's why you're up here instead of down on the field, right, Brian?
You're starting to finish my sentences. You're starting to
that's
finish
right.
my sentences.
We work together so much. We're like just reading each other's minds.
And I'm about to say what? Let's go Turks!
Let's go Turks!
Let's go!
All right. Less than 9 minutes. So, Brian, this, I think, is the drive. The Turks have to stop them. Can't allow any points here. Need to get the ball back with enough time to score and win this game.
If they go and kick a field goal, that's not good, but it's better than giving up a touchdown here.
Correct.
But the Turks need to have about 4 or 5 minutes on the clock when the time comes, and then, of course, they've got to be able to execute. So let's see what happens.
Cannot give up a touchdown no matter what. They have got to hold them to at most a field goal.
Timeout's going to be called. Yeah. If I'm them, the momentum is with the Turks.
Yeah, this is the drive for the Falcons. If they are a 3 and out, then the Turks are in a great position to come back and win this game and really have an amazing comeback.
Well, I tell you, I think that I sense a deep shot here coming, because if they can, break the Turks back. Now, who saw so far they've shut out the Falcons in the second half? Who saw that coming after their great first half that the Falcons had?
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? This is why we play the game.
Yeah,
The Turks are right here in it. 8:52 to go. Fourth quarter. It's gut check time.
Yeah, this is where Turks really have to put on a good stand. They can give a little, bend, not break, but they need to give their offense, get the ball back with their offense, maybe with, a couple 3-4 minutes on the clock would be ideal.
I think, and whoever your best defensive players are need to be out there. And I think, I think they're there. He's going to go over the top.
All right.
He's going to test Keegan here. Here he goes. That freshman's going to go, and they're going to try.
Oh, that went nowhere.
That is a good sign for the Turks there.
Yeah, nice job there. Loss on the play. It's going to bring up second down. And about
Can you imagine the adrenaline?
13.
As a football
14.
player, the adrenaline that's going through your body right now.
Well, they understand. Like I said, if they can make a defensive stand here, they've got a great opportunity to win this game and come back and snatch, victory from the jaws of defeat.
And this is not the first time the Turks have had to come back from behind in the fourth quarter. But I still think they're gonna test our corners deep here. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, you're back to
Hayden
Redford.
Murphy with a tackle there.
So you're back to Redford. Redford's saying, "I'm just going to put the team on my shoulders and do it."
Well, it makes
be a one-man
that's
show.
going to be a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. So again, but decision time too. Let's say that they don't get the first down here on 4th down. I think you punt.
Well, let's
and
just
try to.
If they're 4th and 5, they're going to go for it. If they're where they're at now, I think they're going to punt.
Pressure. Redford little jump pass.
And
it's caught. Nice. Wow. We got a penalty though.
There's going to be where's the flag at? Where is it at?
It's on the far side there on the 50.
That's going to probably be a hold.
Either a hold or was he past the line of scrimmage when he passed the ball too?
Well, that's entirely possible that's what happened.
Because he did scramble to his right and then came forward.
And that's going to be a penalty and a loss of down.
Yeah, I'm betting on that. It's going to be over the line of scrimmage when he delivered the ball.
I have replay. I can look. Well, I can't see it.
Yeah, we can't see this from that angle. It's not going to tell us.
Yeah, I can't see where the sticks are. I don't have a sideline camera for this. So
all right, so it is against the Falcons. So a nice break there because that would have been a first down. And it's going to move him back 5, and we're going to replay 3rd down. So it's going to be 3rd and about 14. Now 12. 3rd and 12.
Is it 3rd down? Is it 4th down? It's got to be 4th
down. Excuse me. Okay, so loss of down.
Our chain crew is a little slow.
Okay, 4th. And they're going to go, Brian, which, boy, I don't know. If I was this to me is kind of an Oregon move here by the Falcons, but in their own half of the field, 4th down, they give the ball back to the Turks here. It's going to give them. No, they're going to go punting formation. And look at who's the punter. And Mr. Redford.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
And it's going to be at the 40-yard line.
That's the Turks. The best thing the Turks could have hoped for was a turnover there, but
we'll take that. That was a 3 and out basically, and they're going to get good field position at the 40-yard line and lots of time on the clock. Almost maybe too much time on the clock. Yeah. At 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
I was hoping for 5 minutes, but
and Turks. So again, you want to go down obviously. Get the lead, but then don't give Whidbey too much time.
Well, why would it be the Turks not letting it come down to a great play at the end of the game to win the game? Why did they do this to me?
They just want to torment you. That's what it is. They just love tormenting. They even like tormenting you. See, I torment you. They torment you. Everybody torments you, Brian. Handoff on the right side. And
He's still
on
going.
his feet.
Oh, my goodness. That was
Nice run
he
by the
was
Turks.
shot out of a cannon.
It's a gain of about 8 on. It's going to be 2nd and 2, so that's a nice
Hey,
gain
you
there.
know, Van Pelt again.
Yeah, Van Pelt has really stepped up. Been a big contributor here this afternoon or this evening.
I still want to see an end around with Vargas.
Now we need to also be thinking about our TurkPride.tv player of the game too, Brian.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I got somebody in mind.
I have somebody in mind
Okay.
too, and I'll
All
bet
right.
you
Hold
it's
that
the same.
thought.
Yes,
Hold that
I'll
thought.
bet you it's the same person.
And that's going to be a first down. Plunge over the right-hand side.
I bet
over
you,
the midfield stripe.
I bet you your guy's number is 9.
Well, that's a number. Yeah.
That's not your number, okay?
Well,
we'll
that's the number.
But
But
let's go win the game first.
yeah, let's first things first.
I think somebody who's played very well on the offensive side and the defensive side of the ball that is very deserving tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Win or lose.
All right, fans are getting into it over there. They understand how big this is. Man in motion. Everybody's coming. Oh, and that's a short gain there. Van Pelt.
Yeah, we
I'd say
need to stay ahead of the sticks.
Yeah, that's actually loss of about a half a yard on the play. 2nd and about 11.
And around with Vargas.
Brian, you know you're saying that out loud,
Oh,
right?
oh, okay.
You were whispering, but it's still you were saying it out loud.
Well, let's see. Well, let's see who's playing defense on him before I. Redford's playing way back. He's not. Okay, he's just playing center
free,
field.
Yeah,
now.
free safety. Hand off to Feltner over the right side. Still on his feet. Nice gain. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Yeah, about 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 for the Turks.
Well, you're definitely in 4-down territory.
Oh yeah,
here.
we'll get 2 more cracks at it here. Under 5 minutes remaining now. So again, Turks eating up some clock here.
Now remember against the Mamish, I told you that that throwing the ball in the middle of the field against the safety was open. It's not open here. There he goes, Feltner.
Ooh,
He's going to be short.
He's going to be short. They read it nicely. Nice gang tackle there by the Falcons.
He's only going to gain about 2.
Yeah, maybe 1. 4th and a long 3 here. Maybe even 4. 4th and 4. 4th and 3. 4th and 3, we're going to call it. So, Brian, play of the game right here. This is it.
Well, I'm not calling a timeout yet. I mean, because I still have 3 timeouts when if they get the ball.
If they get the ball, right, to conserve clock.
But
Got to make the first down here, though.
You know, they're going to blitz. They're going to blitz. You've got to.
All right, here we go.
Where's Murphy?
Shotgun formation. There's that middle linebacker coming up hard.
We have we are offsides. We went too soon.
Yeah, we have a flag in the backfield.
It's going to call
and
it
it's against the Turks. They're signaling it's against Sultan. That would have been a first down. It was very, very close, but I think the spot would have been a first down, but that's going to be for naught.
Yeah, I thought one of the Turks might have jumped. Let me see a little of my fancy replay thing and check that out.
All right, so it is.
No, I don't get to see it.
Turnover on downs. It's going to be first down for the Falcons.
I thought he made it. So he was short.
He was short, evidently.
He was short, so they declined the penalty.
Yeah, declined the penalty. Yeah, that must have been it. So again, Falcons get the ball with 3:44 on the clock. Turks need to come up with a quick stop here.
That's not going to do it.
Yeah. Oh, fumble. Oh, there we go. We got a turnover, Brian. If it stays, I don't see a signal yet. They're talking. Yes, Turk ball. Wow, there we go. That's what we needed. That was the turnover. So
Who's over there?
Redford was just really struggling for extra yardage, and right at the end of that play is when the ball popped
I
loose.
think Junior was the one that got that.
Yeah, again, if Redford had gone down sooner, he'd have been fine. If he'd have gone down
he
right
stripped
there,
it right out of him. He stripped it right out.
Yeah, when he turned
Junior
around.
Vargas on that.
Yep. All right, so right at the 50-yard line, the Turks are going to get the ball. 3.5 minutes on the clock, so plenty of time for them to get a game-winning drive put together here.
Touchdown wins.
All right, Brian, update. Kings now 52-21. So they're starting to pull it out, just like you had said. They're definitely lengthening their lead. Oh, we got a play blown dead. And
They're going to call procedure against us?
yeah, it's against the Turks. Boy, that I'd like to know how many yards and how many penalties tonight, because there's been a lot.
I don't want to know. I just know it's disparaging. You don't want to get to 2nd and 15, so you want to call a good run play here.
1st and 15. Turks at the 45. And there you go. There's the running play. That's what you want. That got back the 5 right there. So Feltner.
But now you've got to go faster. You've got to go faster. He's trying to go over there and get the, so you still have 3 timeouts. You get the first down. Well, you don't get the first down, but why is the clock stopped?
I don't know why the clock is stopped currently. There we go. Now they're winding the clock. All right, 3:22 remaining.
You can hear the Whidbey fans. Yeah,
we're on the visitors' side. Our location, our press box is on the visitors' side. Keeler rolling, stops, throws, and out of bounds.
Yep.
Yeah, he was out of bounds. It was wide open, but he was out of bounds. I think that was Vargas, and he was wide open, but he was like 2 yards out of bounds.
Yeah.
So
well, that's where the ball was.
Yeah, the ball was thrown 2 yards out of bounds. All right, now you're at 3rd and 10, Brian. So what do you run here to get yourself in a because obviously you're going to go for it on 4th down, but you'd like to get a little closer. You don't want to be looking at a 4th and 10.
They're going to blitz. They've been blitzing the whole game. They've been putting lots of pressure. It depends on who has defense on Vargas, and I'm sure
there goes Redford. He's over there.
There goes Redford.
Yeah, Redford's in the slot with Vargas. And there's the linebacker coming. They're both coming. And there's Vargas and Redford.
And there's no flag.
No flag, no.
And if there was pass interference on Vargas on that one play, there should have been pass interference on that play.
Yeah,
that is absolutely one of the worst bit of officiating I have ever seen out there.
All right, so again, no call.
I'm a little bit miffed on that.
Yeah, no call there. There was definitely contact.
There was more contact on that play than there was on the one.
And we've got a penalty, it looks like, Brian, too, because they're. Oh, no, excuse me. Just back to the line of scrimmage there. Sorry. So 4th and 10 from the 50.
Well, now you have to go. You have to go for it.
Yeah, this is it right here, Brian. This is, again, I've said it earlier. This is play of the game part 2.
You're going to have to look for Murphy here.
Linebackers come. Pressure, stops. Keeler stops, throws, and intercepted.
Well, he really had no choice. He had to throw the ball.
Intercept, yeah, because the pressure from the backside was coming.
I am not as upset about that interception there, because he had to. If we drop the ball, it's at the 10 yards.
Yeah, you can't take a sack there. Obviously, it's 4th down. You got to throw the ball and at least have and give yourself a chance, because pressure was definitely coming from the backside. Keeler could feel it. He had scrambled to his right, but then he delivered the ball and it was intercepted. So.
Why are you so loud?
What are they?
Oh, now I see a penalty though. I see a flag. and they have not changed the marker.
Well, it's against. I believe it's against Whidbey.
Yeah, it looks like, it is against Whidbey.
I think that's going to give him a first down.
Wow, there we go. Huge
If
penalty.
Well, let's see how far they take it. But we do get another shot at it.
So it looks like the Turks stay alive and negates an interception, which would have sealed the deal.
I don't know where the ball's going to be, but because they haven't
Turks
moved it.
Turks have not moved. Whidbey has backed up, but the Turks have not moved. Okay, now they're...
And that's 15 yards, so that's going to be roughing the passer, I believe, on them.
Wow.
Or maybe they did call the pass interference, but I think they called the roughing the passer on that.
Yeah, it must have been roughing the passer because the interference would have been the play before. So it's first down for the Turks at the 35-yard line now. So they've got a new set of downs, 2:48 on the clock.
You can still run the ball. There's lots of time. You have 2 timeouts here.
Feltner still on his feet and pushed out of bounds. So
But that's good for a first down.
Yep.
We don't want to score. You want to score, but you don't want to score with too much time left on.
Yeah, with Redford over there, we don't want to give him a chance to try to score again.
I forgot to bring my blood pressure monitor with me. And I know I was upset that there wasn't a pass interference call on that. And maybe there was, but I think it was roughing the passer.
Yeah, it had to have been. That's the only thing that would make sense. Because, again, Keeler was definitely under pressure, and I think that they hit him maybe late after he had delivered that ball. But huge change of events for the Turks. They were done. That would have sealed the deal, and they are still alive and kicking here. Handoff over to Feltner on the right side again, and comes forward for about a gain of 4, I'm going to guess.
Now, if I'm
Woodbey,
I'm thinking about using my timeouts here and leaving time on the clock.
That's possibility too.
But if I'm Sultan, I am in no. Well, I'm in no
it's
hurry.
2:24.
I want to get the first down.
Handoff to Feltner again, same play, and they stop it.
See now.
Okay, now we're looking at third down. Clock continues to go. We're getting close to the 2-minute warning here.
Well,
we do have a timeout. Sultan.
Yeah, you're gonna have to call a timeout and talk about it.
Yeah. All right.
Well, you got to get your line. Your line's tired. You've got to get your guys right. Now, how can you scheme Vargas open? And once again, the end around with Vargas is a great play. He's Redmond's going to follow him wherever he goes.
Yep. So we'll see.
And the one time they went deep with Vargas, Redmond wasn't covering him.
Yes. All right. And Brian, by the looks at the board there, Adventures in Kicking could get you a tie here also, too, and go into overtime.
Well, if I still had 3 timeouts, I'd have tried that.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
we're still a little too far out.
Vargas can kick it. Vargas can kick it. That's a little bit of a stretch.
It's a little bit of a reach. He needs to get closer, another 5 yards, 4 or 5 yards closer. Big third down play right here. Keeler back to pass. And it's caught!
It!
Touchdown!
Hayden Murphy brings it in with 2:02 to go.
All right, and the Turks are in the lead for the first time tonight. Currently 25-22.
You kick it, you keep them out of the end zone, and you win the game.
All right, so here we go. It's going to come down.
I was just going to say the Turks have done this to me again and again and again this year.
What a turn of events from a first half that was very lackluster, and the Turks looked like they were pretty much done, and they've come back.
What a throw.
On fire.
What a throw by Keeler on that.
Yeah, Keeler under pressure keeps his composure.
Oh, he was just right there on that. He was slanting out. It was perfect. I mean, he put the ball only place he could catch it.
And it's good. Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. So now we've got 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Whidbey's going to have a final drive here, and with their timeouts.
I'm going to check my pulse here, see how we're doing.
All right. All right, looks like we're getting close to a final in the other game in the Emerald Sound Conference. Kings is going to win 52-28.
Oh, they
pretty close. I think pretty close to your four. I mean, depending on how you slice your four score, that's pretty close. Pretty close.
Yeah,
pretty close.
All right. Well, it says I have 54 beats per minute. That just cannot be right.
Are you alive still, Brian?
Am I alive?
Are you alive?
So
I think your heart's beating a little faster than that, Brian.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, student body over there, they're getting into it. They're all excited. This is great to see. Again, just a classic comeback. What a change at half has made.
I believe Whidbey has 2 timeouts left. You're going to kick this deep.
Oh, just another one of these little squibby kicks.
I hate that.
All right, so it's going to give them the ball on about the 33-yard line.
2 minutes to go.
All right, get ready for the Cody Redford show here, Brian. In the last 2 minutes of this game, whether it be throwing the ball or running the ball, I think he is going to be the man.
Well, yeah, this has been talk about tell of two halves.
Yeah, that's
and
what I
the
said.
first half was all Whidbey. The second half has been all Redford for Whidbey, but yeah, we'll talk. Let's get through the end of the game here, then we'll.
All right, 2 minutes exactly. 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Turks leading.
See, they're going to pass. There he goes. He's going to run. Oh, taken down from behind.
Hit from behind.
Aiden Masterjohn.
Gain of about 4 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 6.
The senior
Clock
Aiden Masterjohn
continues to run.
Again gets his name. So they're going to, and now they're going to.
Whidbey in the hurry up.
Yeah.
Back to pass. Redford stops. Little jump pass. And hit and kept him in bounds. Nice defense by the Turks, but a nice little
clock stops.
Nice little pass, and it does move the chains. $1:29 left on the clock.
That's the Redford show for you.
Yeah, he's scrambled, and then found a nice little short completion for the first down. But again, Turks will take that. They'll take those little 8-9 yard completions.
I'd like to see them not give up a first down in that situation, but he's going to be open. There he goes.
And there's the receiver, incomplete. Wow. Just off his fingertips.
That was did we got any flags on the play? I'm being a Seahawk and looking for flags on the play.
No flags on the play, but boy, that would have definitely put them in field goal range, Brian.
We've got a Turk down over there, and that's not the one you want to have down right now.
No way.
All right. Tough landing down there. But again, boy, just ever so close to getting them down in the red zone.
Hopefully this is just a cramp. But letting these guys rest is not a good idea.
Yeah, especially as much as Redford has played, giving him a chance to catch his breath is not what the Turks want to be doing right now.
Oh, he's going to be fine. That's a cramp. He's going to go out for a play. Looks like number 36 for the Turks. Tim Dilger's in the game. He's a 6'2", 175-pound freshman, but he's gotten a lot of run with the defense this year.
All right, $1:20 on the clock.
It should be 2nd and 10.
Turks up by 3.
It is 2nd and 10, everybody. Yeah.
Redford. And they got him. They're able to just pin their ears back now, Brian, because they know they're going to have to throw, and so you can
now makes it 3rd down.
Yep. Yeah, you can just rush full out. You don't need to worry about the run.
The score is 26-22. If you guys can't read the scoreboard.
Oh, 26. My escape 4-point difference.
And comes down to 4th down.
4th down. Yeah, Turks are able to put just a tremendous amount of pressure and rush the quarterback because they don't need to think about defending against the run. That makes a big difference. As a defensive lineman, that makes a huge difference. If you know that they're going to pass, you can just pin back your ears and just go for it.
Yeah, you get more pressure. You get more pressure on the quarterback.
You don't have to hold your position. You're just charging forward as fast as you can, and that makes a huge difference. Much easier for the defense, much harder for the offensive line. All right, so 4th down. Here we go. This is the game right here. They've got to get a first down, or the Turks will get it and just kneel down, and this one will be over.
Not a whole lot to say other than go Turks.
Yeah, just a tremendous, like I said, tremendous comeback, tremendous change. Tale of two halves. Turks looked very lackluster in the first half. Looked like they were just getting pushed around out there. And, boy, they certainly came back with a vengeance.
Well, and, I mean, Mr. Redford, he slowed down a little bit.
He did. Well, he took the whole load on his shoulders, which I'm really surprised that the coaching staff just asked him to do everything, basically.
He caught it. It's good for a first down.
Wow. That was a very poised play. A nice catch by that receiver. Moves the sticks. 49 seconds remaining on the clock.
And they still have one timeout left.
They live on. Pass caught. Still on his feet. And out of bounds, 35 seconds on the clock. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. We're gonna stand up here in the booth. It's getting serious when you're standing up, and there South Whidbey is still alive.
Did he get out of bounds? He did not.
He did not get out of bounds.
So now they're setting the ball.
Okay,
clock is running.
Yep, clock runs. Under 30 seconds to go. Redford on his feet. To the corner, still on his feet, touchdown, Falcons. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness, Brian. They went goodness. In 2 minutes, they were able to move it all the way down the field and get the go-ahead score with 19 seconds on the clock. Oh. Wow. Converted on that 4th down, was able to get first down, and they were just able to keep their composure and move the ball down the field.
Mr. Redford made it happen for him.
He sure did. Boy, you got to give him credit. That young man is a gutty performer.
I'm in awe.
Gutty performance on that last drive. Wow. I mean, and he was under duress the whole time. I mean, the Turks were just putting tremendous amounts of pressure on him, and he was able to keep his composure, complete that key 4th down to keep this drive going. And since then, that is all it took is that 4th down.
The bad news for the Turks is he's a junior.
He'll be back next year. You get to see him one more time. Yeah. And the kick is up and good.
Okay, well, you never know. I mean, there might be a little magic left in that hat. 19 seconds with a kickoff coming.
All right. Well,
what a well of a ball game.
I mean,
the disappointment. You know, I mean,
this is going to be difficult to take.
This one's hard.
It is hard, especially when you clawed your way back into this thing and we're ahead. With 2 minutes to go.
Well, no matter which way it goes, you know, I think Caden Murphy played the game of his life tonight.
I would say that yes. I think that especially that last score there that put the Turks in the lead.
And then we looked at each other and go, "That's a lot of time left."
Yeah, I know. Well, like I said, Cody Redford is a pretty special player. I mean, he's very composed. I mean, like I said, the pressure the Turks were able to put on him.
If you're watching this on demand, congratulations, young man. You just played the game, one of the best games I've seen played by a high school quarterback in years.
Yeah.
Today, you willed this team to victory tonight on your back.
Yeah, he just said, and especially in the second half, he just said, I'm going to carry you, and we're going to, one way or another, we're going to win this game. like I said, his composure on that last drive was just, he was not rattled. He just kept focused and made the throws and the runs when he had to. All right, and the kick is up. It's high. It's short. Fielded. Still on his feet.
He's still going.
Still on his feet.
He's
Oh, my
going.
God.
He's on the sideline.
Oh, my
He's going.
goodness.
He's going to miss it. Touchdown.
Unbelievable.
3 seconds to go. Junior Vargas. Did I call it? Did I call it and say, hey, we got to do this?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All they had to do was just tackle the Turk player, and they score.
The Turks.
Oh, wow.
Victory out of defeat.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Oh.
The one person you shouldn't have kicked it to.
Unbelievable. They had him probably 2 different times. He broke loose and got on the sidelines, and oh, my goodness.
I can guarantee you my heart is racing higher than it ever has all night.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. Just when you
We
thought
are at 107 viewers. You guys got to see that.
that was just an amazing
You
turn
got
of
to
events.
see the love fest that we were giving Mr. Redford. And Julio comes out of nowhere and wheels the team to victory with that run.
Yeah.
He was hit. Maybe.
Yeah, probably broke 2 or 3 different tackles. Should have been down several times.
Let me see if I've got any
And
kind of a...
was able just to
Yeah,
keep it on his
I'm gonna have
feet,
to flag
got to the
that.
sidelines, and it was a foot race at that point. So,
There's 3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah, I was like, they got like 3 guys on him. There's no way
And then
that
he
he's going
has
to
to
make
beat
that.
Redmond at the end. 7 tackles broken all the way into the touchdown for the Turks.
Wow. What a finish. What a finish to it. Just an amazing
I
game.
can watch. This could be my screensaver this week at work, this replay.
Yeah, be sure you got that one clipped there, Brian.
Oh, I've clipped it all right.
Wow. All right, so the Turks are going to win this game. Unless Whidbey does something just like the Turks did to them. And
It's no good. But it really doesn't. I mean, it gives them a 3-point lead, but 3 seconds you're not. It comes down with 3 seconds to go on the clock. It really comes down to
one more kickoff, one more return.
and they will squib it.
Oh, yeah?
They will squib it, and it will be squibbed. I would almost line everybody up on one side, but I won't do that. I'll let the coaches coach.
Yeah, we just kind of want to bounce it along and.
So does that play change? Does that play change anything, or do we go out on a limb and award 2 TurkPride.tv players of the game?
I think, before we picked our first person, the person that just scored was also, I had in mind, it was really kind of down to 2 of them. Then when Murphy scored, it's like, okay, Murphy's going to be my player. But now Vargas,
I have to do
jumps to the front
Let's
of
get
the line
through the
again.
3 seconds, and then we'll talk. We might have to award 2 tonight.
I think we could do that. We make the rules. We could do that, right?
No, we nominated the whole TurkPride.tv crew last
Yeah, we did.
week.
You did. You came up with that. That was very creative. All right. And there you go. There's that little squib we talked about. And picked up and
The ball's
batted
on the ground.
around.
Turks recover.
And that is the game. So the Turks come back at a last-second heroics.
Turks win.
By
Turks
Mr.
win.
Vargas.
Turks win.
Wow. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Boy, I'll tell you, that was it. I thought it was all over, and was able to pull it out for the Turks to get the hard-fought victory after a very lackluster first half. Again, they really were able to just become a completely different team in the second half and pull out the victory. All right. Well, goodness gracious. Sure hope you enjoyed that just as much as we enjoyed bringing it here to you on TurkPride.tv.
So are we going to go with both Julio Vargas and
two. Yeah, let's do co.
It's two Kurt.TV players of the game.
Yep.
We've got Julio Vargas
and Hayden Murphy.
Yep,
co players of the game. I think that's the way we need to go.
I'm going to need to go relax, everybody. For everybody here at Turk.TV, I'm Coach Brian.
And I'm Dan.
Hashtag, and you are.
And I'm Dan. And we just said, like I said, hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Did you have a good time?
I did.
You did. I did too. It's like, wow. All right, everybody. Again, be sure to join us next week, same time, same place, for final home game, Turks and La Jolla for Senior Night 2023. For myself, Dan Baller, and my co-host,
Brian. Hashtag Turks first.
Good night.
Good night.